Hello and welcome to another show of Life Talks with Fawole. We have the voice behind the camera, the wizard, and Dan Banks, Danny Banks, Coach Dan Banks. Come on.
Happy to be here. Pleasure to be here.
And Happy New Year, yeah?
Happy New Year coming in.
New things, good things.
Big things happening this year.
What's happening?
Nothing much, bruv. Just here, man. Pleasure to be here.
My pleasure to have you. You.
It's been a long time coming. We're here now, innit?
Yeah.
Sorry, come a bit close to the mic then.
Don't lose
Technical issues.
Yeah.
I don't mind him because he's got a deep husky voice like me. Like other people will say, yeah, you got a nice voice and that. On the show, no one's really come on with like, you know what I'm saying, to test me. So my man's all the way back here. He's like, I know I can carry, but yeah.
Lover over there.
Cheers.
You know what I mean?
Cheers. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. I know you be fighting them off with a baseball
Let me
bat.
hold it here.
Yeah. Among other things, training, life, everything you've done in your life is just like you're a real kind of like, I want to say role model because you're not my role model, but
Why not?
Nah, I don't say role model.
I don't mind that
because it wouldn't be befitting.
Yeah, no, I'm
like
joking,
for me,
I'm
where
joking.
I'm thinking,
Yeah,
I want to
no,
say
of
something it's not, but inspirational, definitely, most definitely. Like I've known you for a little while. How we've met, we're going to elaborate on that. But just some of the stuff that I've seen you doing online recently, and some of the stuff I know you to do back in the day, your physical appearance, your attitude towards life, the way you treat other people as well. That's where the inspiration comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a good all-rounder. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, to be honest, I like to inspire people. I like to motivate people. I like to get people's cogs ticking, make them believe they can do things that they don't believe they can do, and then watch them achieve it. And it's just a nice thing to see because people often don't believe in themselves. So when I speak to people, they're like, bro, you know what? I see one of your videos, and you just gas me. I'm at gym, and I done something I didn't think I could do. I got a PB out. It's job well done.
Yeah, definitely.
What's a PB?
Personal best.
Okay.
Layman's terms. Yeah,
Okay.
personal best.
Personal best. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to teach me. Anything I don't know, I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
PB. Like, and I've seen you doing some crazy stuff in the gym, like some really crazy stuff, the different lifts and all that kind of stuff. But let's go back. You see your origins. Where did you come from? What's like as a young man?
So as a
You
young man,
wasn't born like this. Like, you never came
well,
out like
actually,
this.
I was skinny as a twig, mate. Honestly, I grew up in Packerton Estate.
Okay.
As you know, I spoke about it with you before.
Yeah.
But grew up in Packerton Estate.
You gotta let them know what Packerton Estate was like. You know what I'm saying?
And we could go back to that when you fully get to
Yeah,
it.
we go back to that. But Packerton Estate, went Islington Green School. Just pretty much a little shit on the roads.
Yeah.
Running about, doing X, Y, and Z. And that's it really. Went to prison, come out of prison, changed my life around.
Okay.
Used that to kind of change up my life.
Okay, I don't want to lose you on the mic. So we're talking about, like, voice behind the camera said, Packerton already, I went to the same school as you went to, we know. That Packerton already is notoriously a racist area. So coming up with, because you're mixed race as well, how did you manage to, like, live in that? For me, I went to school, I was fighting with people going to school, coming from school. I couldn't live in that area and, like, really survive that and come out with any kind of, I would have been fighting all the fucking time, basically. So how did you manage to live? What was your young years in that like? What was it like?
To be honest, a lot of people say it's a racist estate, but I never really experienced it as such in that estate. I lived there. My older brother was there. He's white. We got different dads. His dad died when he was younger.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Joe. And yes, I didn't really experience it. I experienced it once in my whole time on that estate. And basically, this guy was walking his dog. And he looked at his dog, it was a black Labrador, and he said, "Come here, nigga," to his dog. Yeah. And then looked at me and give me like this little cheeky grin.
How old was you?
I was young. I was probably about 11, 12.
Yeah,
so
nice.
He's no man, is he really?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I was just a little boy. I can't defend myself against a man. But you know what? That being said, I did have an older brother and a dad.
Yeah.
So the situation did get dealt with, and he wish he never done that.
Yeah.
And that's
good.
that.
That's a good thing. Still, it's nice to have family. Still,
That's it.
Cool. Like you to me, like you've got an air of like you just confidence about you. But with the confidence, I don't feel there's much arrogance with it. With what you perceive, as I've known you coming up. If I was you, certain people could be arrogant if they was you. You're not. You're very accommodating. You're nice. You're open. Do you know what I mean? Where does that come from?
Probably from my mum. Like she's a real people's person. And I find that's where I've got that from. As of being confident, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a confident person, you know.
Nah?
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I was a confident person.
Okay, that's kind of like, cause you know, like when outwardly looking in, I would definitely describe you as someone with like oodles of confidence, very confident.
I mean,
yourself.
in certain areas,
it takes confidence to say it. I'm not really that confident.
Yeah.
But
It's true. I'm like, in certain situations, I get quite shy.
Yeah.
I get quite shy in certain situations.
Yeah,
that's
fair
just
enough.
me being
human.
honest.
Yeah, you're human, but you still probably would power through where others, when they're shy, might just
100%. So I definitely, I'm confident in some areas, like, so in the fitness, anything to do with fitness, challenges, I'm well confident. I'm always banking my money on me. But in other areas, I wouldn't say I'm that confident, and that's just me being honest.
So, all right.
What areas? Give us an example.
I don't know, like, speaking in front of loads of people makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I could teach 100 people.
Yeah. Because you do the camp as well.
I do camp. I could teach, I can coach, no problem. Yeah. But if I just have to talk, then I get a little bit uneasy with that.
Did you design your camp?
I did, Gold Diggers.
And sorry if I'm skipping.
No, you're good.
What was your whole thought process in that?
So basically, I do one-to-one coaching, and not everybody can afford that. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make fitness more accessible to everyone. So where you might pay me £65 for an hour of my time coaching one-to-one, with the boot camp, you're only going to pay a tenner.
Nice.
But at the same time, it benefits me because I get 30, 40, 50 people turning up.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
and it looks bigger for what you do.
Yeah, and it's good.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really, when I'd done it, I was thinking of the people, not really the money.
Yeah, which is the best kind of way to think.
Which is the best thing. I'm trying to solve a problem because people say to me, I really want to train with you. I love what you do, but I just can't afford it.
Yeah.
So then the more and more people that said that to me, I was like, all right, cool. Let me do a boot camp.
Next year, there's 300 people there. You're looking at the peas there.
Yeah, mate. Rolls Royce time. Cullinan, here I come. You know what I'm saying? But that's what made me do it.
So what about public speaking?
The public speaking.
Yeah, what about public speaking makes you like what is it? Because like I just to give you an example, I act and do what I'm doing, Sometimes I do all that stuff, but sometimes I've gone on stage and there's times if I haven't got a reaction or something, it's just I can manifest stuff in my own head. Basically, what I'm saying to you, like. But when I know, like, just for the late great Bernie Mac, when I know I ain't scared of you motherfuckers, and I go out with that attitude, which I've got because I can do the same teaching. That's what you do when you coach people. Like, come on, boom, boom, boom. You're just getting on with it.
I get it.
You get. What's the difference? What do you think the difference is?
I don't know. Like sometimes I think the fear of not saying the right thing in the sense of what I'm trying to articulate in my mind, am I saying in the right context? Is it coming out in the way that I'm thinking it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And it's just a thing of what if it doesn't come out right? Then I'm embarrassed, but I'm so comfortable in coaching that it's just second nature to me. It's like driving a car, riding a bike. It's just when I coach, that's Dan Banks.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? But if I'm talking publicly, I feel like I get a little bit nervous, and when I get a little bit nervous, I then start to mix my words a little bit. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I totally understand.
And because it's happened to me once or twice, now it's living rent free in my mind. Do you get what I mean?
Totally
so I think that's probably why.
Yeah. So then I pose this to you then. So then if you was just going on, like if you had to talk about fitness out like someone, I reckon you could do the whole fitness thing. If you had to break down some of the fitness, you could talk to a crowd about fitness then, but just probably not about anything else. Do you think that is possible?
Yeah,
like,
so
you get over the shyness there.
So basically, I work at a place called Robots, and at the end of every class, we do like a cool down motivational speech. It's like a mindset piece.
Okay.
Now I can teach the class A-OK, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
When it comes to that cool down piece, when everyone's lying down and the music off and I'm talking, I find that hard. That's the hardest piece for me. Yeah. And again, I've just beast these people and owned them. So it's not actually anything to do with anyone in the room. It's me. It's inside out, not outside in. Do you get what I mean? and you what you think about, you bring about. So if you think about messing up,
of course,
you end up messing up.
Of course.
Do you get what I mean?
Of course.
So
And this is just the reason why the question coming like that as well is because I know you, because I can talk to you, and I feel like I know you. I obviously don't know you totally because I'm learning new things about you now.
Yeah.
But then anyone outside looking in, the things you've achieved, the things you've turned around and everything, like, what could that person really be afraid of? Or like, he'd go in the room and do anything, go anywhere. So to hear that you have those, like, and you're human, isn't it?
Of course,
to
we
hear
all
that,
do.
it's just like people wouldn't just marry those two things together. Do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people don't want to sound vulnerable and they don't want to admit their weaknesses. And to me, I'm quite open about who I am. You know, like...
It's what he said. What is that then? That's confidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
That in itself is confidence.
It's a flip side, isn't it?
It's
actually, it could be looked at like that.
It is.
But there is certain things that if, I'm not comfortable with.
Do you know, like, how some of us came up, and like, even for doing the filming and stuff, because I was self-taught with a lot of the things that I did, so there's always a certain degree where I think I'm winging it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And like, because you never really thought you was going to be this person, if you know what I'm saying, in this position. So I still know how to play the person, if you know what I'm saying. Like, the director, cut up,
you start to doubt yourself.
But you understand what I'm saying? Because you slightly think, these are going to really, they're going to realise that but you're really
like, everybody
the guy,
does it.
Yeah, but it's just that something about us feels like we're winging it.
And it's like where you're from as well, you've come up, basically. You have come up, and then you think, well, hold up a minute, I've got myself to here.
Yeah.
Is it all going to go pear-shaped now? It's like you're almost waiting for something to go wrong.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And
defeat in us.
Just a lot of people don't want to talk about their weaknesses. Everyone wants to say, I'm strong, this is my strength. Well, I ain't got no weaknesses, but the truth is, if you're being honest with yourself, we all got them.
Yeah. And if you don't identify them, you can't conquer them. You can't get any stronger, mate. It's like getting up and doing the push-ups, getting up and going to the gym consistently. Some of the stuff that you talk about on your channel, on your page and everything, some of the stuff I know that the ethos that you rock, like even that you said robots.
Robots, yeah.
Robots, who's it run by again?
It's partly owned by Gareth Bell.
Gareth Bell.
Yeah, Gareth Bell.
Okay.
He's a big footballer. So.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know that,
You know what?
I thought he was just a random dude,
Yeah, I'm not big on football myself, but it's owned by him and he's a superstar, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought really, but big up Gareth Bell, big up Robots.
Big up
I thought he would be
Robots.
down there. When you said the name Gareth Bell, I was looking for the person. I didn't know it was a footballer. I was looking for the person when we saw each other at that event. I thought the person would be down there. I thought it was in the trenches like you are.
Yeah.
But it's just the money behind it. So
it's called road blocks.
Robots.
Roadblocks.
Like
Roadblocks.
rowing machines.
Because there's a
robots.
game. My daughter plays a game called.
No, that's Roblox, is it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah. Okay, like row. So with a W.
Yeah.
Okay,
W.
just so good.
So like even down at that event, obviously you wouldn't be there with this whole corona pandemic thing, insurance set up. They can't be around people. It's a little bit mad.
Yeah.
Like even last time he was at the studio, we couldn't be in the same room as him because he's insurance.
Wow.
Yeah.
The corona.
Because corona. Yeah, we was doing a video shoot, and he had to do it separately. So it looked like we was all in the same room from the video, but it weren't. He was doing his bit while we was outside, then he was outside and we was doing our bit.
Wow.
And this whole corona thing's turned the world crazy.
Crazy.
Where's
it based?
There's one in City, one Oxford Circus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Wicked studio though, man.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice
Low impact, high intensity.
Wow.
It's great, man.
New tech.
I had to jump, like in the army, when they have the walls, you climb over the walls.
Yeah.
You got like a mini wall, like it's about, I don't know, about 5 foot, something like that. Okay. But just to, like, they make you jump over. So I was there doing some stuff like with Danny at the event. But then I saw people doing the thing. But then when the studio was quiet, I went there and I went, let's try. I want to try this. I'm dying to climb up a rope, Let me put that there. Cause I've seen you and your thing climb up a rope. But I had this thing yesterday. Like if I climb up the rope, the high rope. If I get weak at the top,
then you fall.
Well, you fall.
That's your leg, mate.
Yeah, your legs will break, bro.
That's your leg.
And I was thinking, like,
that's an easy 10, 12 meters.
Yeah, exactly. But if I hold on and just come down, I'm getting rope burns. I don't see no one going up there with gloves. You don't clamp with gloves, do you?
Bruv, look at my hands. Mate, ripped to pieces.
Then I was thinking maybe I could do that SAS thing where you put your foot on the rope, kind of, you slide down. But I didn't think that way. You feel like you get a bit of rope by your leg.
Man's coming like Sylvester Stallone.
No, that's what I was thinking. But yeah. Jumping that wall, we weren't no joke.
Yeah, no,
like
it's
just a plain piece of machinery. But have to jump. And when I had to, because activating the muscles that I had to activate to get over the wall and back over the wall. That's when I knew I'm in shape. I was trained. I got over the wall. I was like, wow, this. And then I watched the circuits that it was doing. Had the whole circuit, the impact of that circuit on your body, serious.
Crazy, bro. That
Serious.
we had 150 athletes there that day.
Yeah.
And that was Robots Games, and yeah, man, it went off. As you see, I was on the mic all day, just screaming and shouting at people.
Yeah, it was good. Nice thing.
You
So
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
an army kind of vibe to it, or like calisthenics, sorry.
No, it's like conditioning. It's a fitness event where teams go head to head.
Oh wow!
It looked like cross training to me, but not cross training. Not like
it's like CrossFit.
CrossFit.
That's exactly what it is.
This. But yes, it was.
That's exactly what it is.
Big.
So CrossFit is like being good at everything, not just one thing.
One thing, yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got to be.
It's
good
going in. I see
at
people
the
with their
whole lot.
tops off. One arm, you know, the bloody the thing to protect your muscles. This one, the rowing. This one, screaming. It was a nice event. Nice to watch.
No, it was
I
good,
kind of
it was
wanted to jump on one of the
nice,
things
a
and
good
like
event,
show
man.
what I got.
It's like elite level fitness, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing their
So we
thing.
do two classes. We do elite and we do everyday athletes. So
Okay.
just for your everyday person that goes to the gym that feels like, you know what?
Yeah, I could
I
do
want.
this.
I want to try my dip my toe in the water. I'm gonna come down and try my thing.
I like to stay dry. Listen, let's go. I wanna go back. Yeah, your origins. How was you? Who was you as a youngster? Like coming up after? Oh God, I'm so sorry. That's on, but that's on for Sorry, that's on.
Amateur.
Oh, drop me out, mate. That's on because of when you was coming. That's why it's been back on. So I turn it off usually, but it's on. So I do. I don't need to apologise because it's for
He's
you.
digging
Come
himself
on,
out, innit?
I think that you won't dig me out,
Right,
motherfucker.
so what you saying?
So like, nah, going back. So what? How did you become the man you are today? See the integrity, the strength, the confidence, the things you've gone through in life. I know the journey I've had and what's come up. I know the times when I scraped and bumped my head. I know the time when I've had my hands in a fucking cookie jar. I know I had times when I've won. I know when I've lost. Do you know what I mean? I know all these things, and with my intellect, have made me the person I am today. So I want to know about Danny Banks. I want to know how you come up. Like, what was you like when you was like 16, 17?
So basically, going back,
You Islington Green. Did you finish Islington Green?
I finished Islington Green.
I never finished it.
Yeah, I finished.
I know. I left in like the third year.
Finished it, got a couple GCSEs. So yeah, anyway, I went Islington Green School, grew up in Packet Estate.
Yeah.
I was basically a little tea leaf nicking bikes and,
Yeah.
you know, just smoking weed, doing nothing basically, getting up every day to smoke a joint, go around to my mate's house, not really doing much, you know what I mean? And then started selling a little bit of weed. As you do, you start looking up to other people.
It's just mischievous, isn't it? Like, it's just idle hands and all that.
Some people that may be watching this podcast might understand it when I say, as you do, to start selling a little bit of weed. But when you come from an estate where that's normal, crime is normalised, it's kind of your role models are doing all of that.
You know what I would say to that, to add to what you're saying? It's just, crime is normalised, but that is crime basically. But then the options for you in them environments are that's what's shown to you initially. That's the easiest way for you to make money. It's not just crime. And then looking at it as a youngster, that's the first thing in front of you, and it's option. Not everyone takes it, but as a youngster, you can't be faulted when you're such an innocent mind for trying it and taking it and learning from it. So
100%.
But in certain environments, it's fucked.
As they say, young and dumb. It's old, but it's gold. You know, you're young, you're dumb. You're seeing people living nice, got this, got that. You want it as well, so you kind of opt for that as well.
Fast way, yeah.
Fast money. Start selling a little bit of weed, then you end up progressing. You want more money, and
you do what you do.
It just all spirals out of control.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, from Islington Green, grew up around Packet my whole life. I've never really moved from Islington. I've always lived in Islington, and then 2017, I was sentenced to 11 years in jail.
Okay.
11 years. And then,
wow. So you would say it was a bit more than weed, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many bags of weed we have? You know, you must have put the whole of Jamaica back. Bomba Claw. They got Team Nigga. They got Danny. They got Danny. What did he have? Everything.
I'm just smoking again. Yeah, so no, I got arrested for conspiracy to rob.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I mean, like I
11
said,
years for conspiracy.
conspiracy to rob. So when I say conspiracy, people confuse it and think that it's just you planned to do it but didn't execute it. We actually planned it and executed it. So we did do it. It means when you conspired with more than one to commit a robbery,
Yeah.
which we did, and
Yeah.
then got arrested. That's
Okay.
it. So I didn't get arrested on the spot. There was
Okay.
an operation on one of my co-defendants.
Wow. Operation, you know.
Operation
Operations, you know.
Operation Moorgold, it was called.
Ross.
Operation Moorgold. So there was 108 officers on this case, and they was all just conspiring to arrest us.
How many?
108.
Wait a minute, because I'm starving. I don't think it's funny, but I'm just my mate's Operation More Gold. 108 officers, go get them boys. No, wait, how many of you there was
That's
there?
their job, isn't
I
it?
know, but that's what I'm just seeing. My pictures. How
So-
many of you was there?
So I was joined to a bigger conspiracy. So
no,
there-
but I'm saying numbers. Like, there's not 108 of them. It's like 10 of you, 15, 20, 50 of
this
you.
This is what I'm getting to.
Sorry.
So I was joined to a bigger conspiracy which linked other robberies to a couple people that I was with, but my immediate people that
Connection.
was 6 people.
Okay.
6 people. I'm going 6 people. 6 people. Yeah, 6 people.
We got them,
so,
Operation More Gold.
So there were 6 of us, but there ended up being 11. 11 of us on the case. And
So 108 against 11, basically.
108. And when they want you, they get you. Trust me.
Yeah.
They had bugs in the car.
Wow.
3,500 pages of transcripts.
Wow.
Just my
Don't
mate-
lose. Put that mic closer to you.
of just my mate talking away, obviously innocently,
Innocently. Yeah.
talking away,
Yeah.
not knowing that he's just incriminating everyone and himself. Poor fucker, he got 12 as well.
Just for talking. Well, he done other
For his
stuff.
part in it. For his part in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he actually didn't commit any robberies. He was a buyer, and he got 12 years for that.
Wow. Handling stolen goods, though, innit?
And his stolen goods.
Wow.
But what they say is, without the buyer,
There was no robbery.
There's no robberies.
So was it called it sale and demand? And it was that supply and demand or whatever.
the way they look at it is mad.
Yeah, supply and demand, that, isn't
It's
it?
mad.
There's no demand. You don't need to supply it. So there's.
That's it.
Wow.
It's like me, I was just a driver. I was like, yeah, I'm just a driver. There was like, no driver, no robbery.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Is that what they said? What, basically in the thing? Is that what they said?
Basically, that's what they were saying.
Wow.
That's what they're saying.
Wow.
So yeah, I got an 11-year sentence.
Wait, let me go back because this is getting more interesting for me. I didn't know you was a driver. So I'm not glamorizing or nothing. So you that good of a driver that you was a driver?
I'm the best rider.
Yeah.
I'm putting that out there.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
And you're not shy. Put the mic
I'm
closer to
actually
you.
saying that I'm the best rider on camera. I'm
Yeah.
a sick rider.
Yeah.
I'm a sick rider.
Okay.
It's the area I came
Oh
up with.
shit! No, 'cause I'm lost. You see that now? I was thinking you said driver. You talk about bikes.
Yeah.
My G, because you're not gonna get away. Yeah, you know.
Rider.
No,
Yeah.
right now because I'm here. Because
Yeah,
obviously
same.
I know what's what. When you
Yeah,
come
of
from,
course,
I know what's what. You get away quick with a bike. Yeah. Yeah. You're the sickest rider. You were still standing in front of me as well. No, how many crashes you had?
I've had a couple, not too bad though.
Yeah?
Yeah, not too bad. Lucky
Okay.
enough. I've lost a couple mates to bikes though.
Yeah, no, rest in peace as well.
Rest in
Me
peace.
too as well.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Rest in peace.
dangerous.
Rest in peace to family out there. as
That's
well.
why I don't ride now, to be honest. 3 kids, I'm not about that life no more, man. It's just
I had a crash on a 400 CBR baby blade, like back in the day.
You have
It
to
took
be
one
careful,
crash.
man.
No, it took one crash. I fractured my hip in 3 places. It took one crash.
what
And
I'm
then
saying. Could have been
I
your
wouldn't
life
get, Yeah, I
easily.
never got back on the bike again. I liked bikes, but I've never got back on. I don't even like jet skis now.
I
'cause
love bikes, but
Well,
it's just
I
it's
love
not
bikes,
worth it's not worth being in a wheelchair, losing a limb.
Yeah.
It's log.
So you got 11 for being a rider.
Yeah, I got 11 for being a rider, so I got a third off because I pled guilty. So I got 7-3, but I ended up doing half of that, but closer to 4 because I got extra time.
Why?
Mobile phone and fighting.
Okay. Why?
Right, you know what? Sometimes you have to fight, innit? It's just, you know what? You're away.
Yeah.
Things go down. Is where it is. You know what I mean? And I say this: when you're away, if you show weakness, people will prey on that.
Yeah. And you need a phone, innit? You got to keep in contact with people, innit?
Mate, people prey on that, and of course, yeah, I got to talk to my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, my kid at that time. I
Okay.
just had a son at that time when I went away,
Okay.
and so I ended up doing closer to 4 years.
Yeah.
That was a roller coaster. That prison sentence there, man.
Yeah.
I got shipped left, right,
You know what?
centre.
I want to
pillar.
ask you about. No, I want to ask you about coming up to that, yeah, because you said you had a little one, yeah, and coming up to that, it was. You said they had the 108. What did you say? There was 102 officers.
108 officers.
108 officers. They had transcripts and all that and whatever. So if they're doing the operation, they must have been onto you.
So the thing is, they wasn't onto me.
No, but when I say onto you, like, how did it all come to a head then? That's what I'm trying to ask. How did it come to a head? Because if there's what did you do? Did you get nicked with a goal? What happened?
So basically,
how did they get you? How did they get you?
So we committed the robbery.
Yeah.
Dropped the goods off to the buyer.
Yeah.
When we left the buyer,
Yeah.
I was walking down the road with my Cody.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the road, I see 2 unmarked cars going into a dead-end road that I know to be a dead-end road.
Yeah.
So I see them go over there. I was like, this is dodgy.
Yeah. Where is this? Like, just right next to where the buyer is or near you? Where is this?
This, I'll tell you exactly where this is. This is Prebend Street.
Yeah,
just
I know
by
that.
Islington Green.
I know
by
Prebend
the
Street.
school. It's right there.
Yeah.
So, you know where the little shops are, where the church is?
Yeah.
And you can turn left to Britannia Road or you go straight down towards Popham. That's a dead end.
Yeah.
So I see them going over that way.
Yeah. Popham. I remember Popham as well.
Now,
I didn't like them as well.
It made me think,
little packet. In Popham was. Sorry.
something dodgy's going on here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Islington is a hotspot for is a robbery zone. So when anything goes down, feds always come around that area and have a little butchers, see what's going on. So I kind of shifted across the grass, went round to my mum's house. At this time, she was still alive. God rest her soul.
Rest in peace.
Went in her house, sat down for like half an hour, come back out, had a look around, no one was around. I lived on the opposite side of the Mews to my mum.
Okay.
On Prebend Street. So she lived on the opposite side, just by Arlington Park.
Yeah.
So I walked round, went into my house, looked out the window.
Yeah.
I looked out the window. So you see where Prebend Street is?
Yeah.
You've got that park, the church.
Yeah.
I live directly opposite that, where the width restrictions is. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So I looked out the window. On the park bench, there was a man sitting there looking at my block door. He wouldn't take his eyes off of my block door.
The entrance to your door.
The entrance to my block.
Yeah.
He wouldn't take his eyes off it. Yeah. So I'm just watching him for about 5 minutes. Honestly, he did not take his eyes off of the block door. He's just staring hard. This woman comes and sits next to him, starts talking to him. He starts talking back, but still won't take the eyes. So she's sitting this way, but he's looking that way, but he's talking to her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, these lot are feds.
It's on top.
These lot are feds. So I can see the side of the church as well. I've got I'm up 3 floors.
Okay.
I see a man walk around the side of the church, sit down on one of the benches.
Yeah.
Gets out his phone. He's like, puts it to his ear. The geezer on the bench that's looking at my door.
Yeah.
Picks up. Puts the phone to his ear. They're both talking because I can see them both.
Yeah.
The guy outside my block puts the phone down. Then that guy puts the phone down. So now I know they're talking to each other.
Come on.
Then I'm seeing some other little suspect cars. I see the same car that I see going to the dead end come out of Rector Street onto Prebend, and they was looking at my block door. I could see the back seat rider looking at my block door. Yeah. So I'm like, it's on. So now I'm looking at the balcony thinking, that's a big drop, my back balcony. I'm going to break my legs if I jump this. But I know it's on me. I'm going jail here. Yeah. So I was like, cool.
Because you know what you just done. And then
I know what I just done. I knew it was on. I knew it was on.
Yeah.
I went and had a shower quickly. These times, they still didn't come in. I thought they was going to boom off the door.
Yeah.
So then I thought, what can I do here? I was like, right, I come up with an idea. I must have called someone, not going to mention their names, and just said, look,
get the mic. I want to hear this story, but we get the mic.
I need you to come past my house. Yeah? You see the width restriction?
Yeah.
And as you're coming down the road, I want you to make sure the doors are unlocked. And you know you have to slow down going through the width restriction anyway. So to them, it looks normal that a car's slowing down. So I'm on the phone to them as they're coming along the road.
Yeah.
I'm in my block now, and I'm by the block door. As they come in the width restriction, they say, run out. So I run out and jump into a moving car. Just like that. Literally dashed out, jumped in. As I jumped in, breezed off, looked back, they're standing up now. So now I know they've took their eyes off the block door, and now they're looking at the car. So now I know for sure it's them. So we turned right onto Packerton Street. As we turned right onto Packerton Street, this unmarked transporter, Volkswagen transporter, has tried to block us. We've gone round it, hit the left at the back of Islington Green School, then right onto St. Peter's Street.
Yeah, where the football pitch is at the back of there.
Right, that's it. So we've gone to the bottom, hit that right where the doctor's surgery is.
Yeah. You go
it's like a give way thing. So you have to let the oncoming cars come. We burnt up some little jobs workers come into the thing, so now we can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's blocked us basically.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not feds, but just someone being like,
Yeah,
you should
yeah.
have give way to me.
Okay.
So now I've jumped out, run down Coleman's Row,
Yeah.
over the fence,
Fucking hell.
into the pub.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving you the proper lowdown. I'm
Yeah,
giving you
yeah,
road
yeah,
names
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I'm painting a picture for you. So now I've run into the pub, I've rung the person. They said, oh yeah, they just surrounded the car,
Yeah.
looked in the car, didn't say a word to them, didn't get them out, and then just kicked. So I was like, all right,
like
boom,
that.
it's
like
on.
that.
So I've got away now. I've got away now, now it's proper on.
That's a lot, you know.
It's a lot, bro.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but it worked well.
You're
It
lucky.
worked.
You're lucky you're in shape, mate.
Bro, it worked very, very well. I was actually impressed at the time. I was like, yeah, that was sick. So anyway, I must have called someone else and said, look.
Go on, please.
I said, it's on Tops, you need to come and get me from here.
Yeah.
They was like, I'm shopping. I said, drop your shopping. Leave the shopping. You need to come and get me. I don't care if you're shopping. So they've come and got me now. I said, I want you to drive me back past where I dropped the goods off to.
Yeah.
As we drove past.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
So now I'm driving back to where I had come from originally.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So as we've driven past where we dropped the goods off, the forecourt of the flats where we dropped the goods off is just covered in feds.
Wow.
I look up on the balcony of the house that we've actually dropped the goods to. There's feds on that balcony. So now I know they're in there. They've got the goods. He's been nicked. Everyone's nicked. Boom.
Wow.
Couple hours go by. It becomes apparent that all my Codys have been nicked.
Everyone.
The guy I was walking with as well, that I branched off with, they jumped on him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just when you reached
They let him walk.
when you went to your mum's.
And they didn't know where I went.
Because you went to your mum's, you're lucky.
So I went to my mum's. So then when I've come back out and gone in my house, they've had a quick glimpse of me going in the block. They've just caught me, but I was an unknown male. So that, because it was on my mate, it wasn't on me.
Okay.
They didn't know who I was.
They never know thing like.
But
they knew.
They know I'm the guy that's just walked into a flat with a bag.
Yeah.
Now walked out without the bag.
Yeah.
Now they've gone in there. In that bag is the goods
food,
to the robbery that's just happened. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now it's all piecing together.
They're watching the yard.
They're watching the place.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Ross, and you got away. That
So I got
getaway
away.
is serious. That
I
reminds me
got
of you ever see 24?
Mate.
Yeah.
Even if I licked the mic with that. Even that film 24, just thinking of your feet. That reminds me of thinking of your feet.
Bruv, it was a serious getaway. So anyway, after that, I left it a couple of days. That's going to my mum's house, banging on the door, banging on my auntie's door, just troubling everyone. I got my son, couldn't go home. I just thought, you know what? I know I'm going to have to go and do this bird at one point, so I might as well just go and do it now. Got to face the music, innit?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I can run for however long, but I still got to do the bird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Man, how long you run away for you? When you come
Still
back,
got to do the bird. It's still there. It's
Yeah.
going to be waiting for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I've done is I went and had myself in, which was hard because it's like, why am I walking myself to prison here? You know what I mean? And I knew it as well.
And the thing is, you're going to get a bird.
I knew I was getting a bird.
It's not even like, I've been nicked before,
Yeah.
and it's been like a maybe or this, that, or they're looking for me, so I go and have
Do you get what I
myself in,
mean?
but not under them circumstances.
But the way they swarmed on it, I knew that there was some kind of operation going on. Do you know what I mean? So I ended up handing myself in, and the officer was like, oh, what you did. He's talking about when I jumped in the moving car. He said, I didn't see it myself, but my colleague said that was bloody good. He actually said to me, like, that was bloody good, that was. And you know me, have a little smirk, like, but I'm here, innit? I'm here now. So from there, I got remanded. I went to Wimbledon magistrates, and then they remanded me in custody to go up in Crown Court. So I was remanded from April to July.
Straight away.
So straight away. So already, you know, like, the game's up, you're in jail.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then
It's not one of them go home ones.
straight to Wandsworth from Wimbledon Crown Court. And you know when you land on the wing on induction?
This is only one day as well.
It was 2 days. So I got nicked, and then the next day I ended up in Wandsworth. You know when you land on induction wing, like the shithole wings. Induction is like the worst wing. Like none of you have been to jail, have you?
No,
So
but
like,
it's the same thing.
what?
It's the preliminary thing. I don't know.
Touch wood.
But I understand the
So,
concept of it.
yeah.
Before you get where your bed is or whatever,
Mate,
because that happens in the same place.
You get in there, it's the shithole. It's
Fucked.
like, it's basically everyone comes through that wing
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get to the holding wing.
Yeah.
So nobody cares about these cells. These cells are like the shitholes of shitholes.
Yeah.
So you know when that door shuts, the penny drops, man. You know, you're like, oh, fucking hell. and you know you've been remanded till July, so you know you're here for at least a few months.
Yeah. Like you're like not taking anything. You're saying you're smiling when you're saying it, but I know you're not really smiling inside when you're saying it. It's not smiling.
No.
It's a serious. It's
a serious issue. I got a young boy. I got a baby boy, I got a missus. All these things are running through your mind. What if my missus leaves me? What if she does this? What if she does that? Like, you know them, mate, listen, every man that goes away, if you got a missus, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, mate, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Your mind starts running.
And you got a kid as well?
Got a kid. You know, how long am I going to get? Am I going to get 10 years? Am I going to get 5?
You didn't even know you was on remand, didn't you?
Please, God, I get 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might get a not guilty. You start, like... You know what I'm saying? You start thinking up all kind of scenarios. I might get not guilty. I might get off with this. But then as time went along, it just became more apparent that they had so many pieces of circumstantial evidence that it just, alone, none of these pieces would have sent me to jail. But together, collectively, they painted a picture. So then...
This is with the bugs, the talking on the phone.
This was with my name being mentioned. This is with me being identified as coming out of the place. Wow. Also, when they did come into my house, they found a piece of the security glass from the place that we robbed.
In your clothing or something?
On a piece of my clothing.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, just all these things, they just paint a picture. You know what I mean? And I just knew it was...
It's bang to rights.
It's bang to rights. It was like 80% in the CPS favour, and CPS is Crown Prosecution. It was in their favour. So it was kind of like, you know, what am I going to do here? If I go not guilty... All right, let's just say, if I went not guilty, I would have got that 11 and I would have done half of that. I would have done 5.5.
Yeah.
So I would have done a year and a half more than I actually did.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And the favour, like, it was in their favour anyway. The odds was against me, so I knew it. You know, your time's up. All right, cool. I just got to go guilty. Hope for the best. Hope the judge understands. You know what I'm saying? Give him some. You know what I mean?
Some sort of a story, some sort of extenuating circumstances, and the fact you handed yourself in, you could have kept running and whatever you could use.
Yeah, mitigation. You know what I mean? Just all of that, man. And yeah, man. So I ended up birded off.
Yeah.
I was in Wandsworth. I was on remand there. This was the maddest as well. I was on remand for 15 months.
Yeah.
15 months not knowing your fate. So you don't know where you're going with this. You know what I mean? I could be getting all kind of sentences here. It plays with your mind, bro, man. It plays with your mind.
But this is what I'm saying about this. You're scared of talking in front of people, but the strength that you have, like, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm just throwing that back at you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to fucking still. That's God.
But you know what it is? You ain't got a choice, innit?
Some people fold under fucking pressure, you know.
A lot of people fold, and you know what? I'm gonna talk about this as well. Do you know how many people hang themselves in jail that they don't talk about? Yeah, mate. When I was in Wandsworth, I think there was 15 suicides in there while I was there in that short time.
Wow. That's a lot, man.
A lot of suicides. I'll tell you what, there's this one kid that stands out in my mind. He had 2 weeks left and his missus left him as he was about to go on. And he hung himself.
What?
Yeah, he hung himself, man.
2 weeks left of how long was a sentence?
I think he done like a year or something. And you know, like when you build up I'm going home to my missus, you've got this dream, and now that's shattered.
Yeah, it's a lot,
Hung himself, man.
Fucking
hung himself. One guy... One morning, we got unlocked for association. That's where you get to come out, do your shower, make your phone call, whatnot. He came out. I watched him. He was opposite me. I was 429 on the force. He was opposite. He come out. He lit his cigarette, slit his wrist, put the blades in his mouth, and started chewing the blades while smoking the cigarette. When I mean the blood came from that side of the wing, squirted over the nets and hit the wall near my cell. Madness. He didn't die though. He didn't die. The officers come and wrestled him to the ground, held him down. One officer had a towel on his wrist, pressing it tight. Saved his life, really. Saved his life. And you know what? It was mad. I must have seen him about a month after that on a visit, and he looked like decent people visiting him.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say he looked like a decent person.
No, it looked like decent people like visiting him, like his mum, and I don't know whether it's his sister and his missus, but you know, you're like, bro, why would you do that, man?
It's sad, but fortitude of mind, like strength of mind and spirit and character. Like you don't know, just the
You don't know
littlest
what
thing
people's
sometimes.
going through.
Yeah,
You don't know.
and then
You don't know.
the straw that breaks the camel's back is crazy. It's mad. It's mad, man. Rest in peace, all them people that have died, and anyone's going through problems. Boy, may God help
for
you.
real, man.
May God
for
help
real.
you.
You don't know what people's going through. Everyone's got their own struggles, and that's the truth, innit? And
How did you make it through? Like, so you've gone from Wandsworth.
You know when he's going, your sentences as well. Like you're saying, just that was all before you got sentenced.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you feel on the day you got sentenced?
do you know what? I was pissed, man. I was pissed. I was fucking gutted, man. When I got handed that sentence, because originally they was trying to hand me 15 years. So what they do is they use like guidelines and they compare your case to other cases that have got similar circumstances, and then they try and kind of give you that same sort of sentence. And they compared ours to an armed robbery. It was Regina versus Martin, I remember it. And this was a robbery with a shotgun. We didn't have no shotguns. And they was trying to give me 15 years. And I had a good representation. And I'm gonna say this: your brief, your solicitor is only as good as you make them. Yeah. They're the gun, but you give them the ammo to fire. Something plausible, the story to represent you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
I burst a lot, you know.
That's
in jail.
That's what I mean. You've got to make them. They're as good as you make them, basically. And he was wicked, mate. He just stood up. He was like, "You what?" Basically, in layman's terms, he said, "You've gone crazy." So then they adjourned the court, come back, and they brought down the category. I think it was from 3 to 2, or it's either the other way around, 1 to 2. That's when they brought it down to 11, and kind of just had to accept that one, bite the bullet.
Then the time you done already, you get off, no?
Yeah, time I got off was time spent. So I done that, but basically, second I was sentenced, they shipped me out. Like the next day, it's unheard of. They categorized me overnight and tried to ship me out the next day. That they didn't like me in Wandsworth. I was there. I was so comfortable that they didn't like it.
Yeah.
And they tried to ship me out. But funny enough, I was on a course. So you have a sentence plan when you're in jail, and for certain crimes, you know you're definitely gonna get certain things on your sentence plan that you have to do. Yeah. In order to get released and DCAT and stuff like that.
Okay, go on.
So you can kind of jump the gun and do them early, just so it's done. Yeah. It's out the way. So when they tried to come and move me, I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm on victim awareness course." And that means you're on hold. They can't ship you out while you're on that course, because that means all your progress is out the window and you have to start again somewhere else. And they can't do that because it's about rehabilitation. It's not meant to be punishment. It's rehabilitation, as they say.
They try to make it punishment.
But anyway, so I was like, "No, I'm not going," and I refused. And they were saying, "No, you're going on the bus. You're going on the bus." And I said, "I'm not going on the bus." So when they come for me, what I've done is I took off all my clothes, down into my boxers, I had baby oil. I sprayed up the whole floor. I sprayed up the whole floor with baby oil, sprayed up my whole body. And I said, "Yeah, coming in. You ain't getting me to the block. Trust me, you're not. Seriously, you're not going to get me to the block." Yeah.
And you don't know about that move there?
Mate,
you know about that move there. You know about that move there. I like that.
Some people do dirty protests where they rub shit on themselves. Nah, mate, not me. But the baby oil, it's like, you know what? You're not grabbing me. You're not going to get me all the way down there. It's a big problem.
Even in the duration of it, you're going to get fucked up.
Mate,
you're going to get hurt.
What are you going to do? Throw me in prison? I'm in prison already. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? This is the worst. You know what I mean? So anyway, I didn't get shipped out. 2 weeks later, the second I had finished that course, the next day, shipped out.
Yeah.
This time, they said to me, "Look."
No, wait a minute. So, when you sprayed the floor and you sprayed yourself and said, "Come on then." What if they just close the door?
I'll tell you exactly what happened. There's an officer there. He's called Oscar. So you'll have an officer that runs the prison on that given day. And he's called Oscar 1. So he's one.
It's the same with the security.
So he's one below the governor. But the governor's not always there. So his name was Mr. Mendoza.
Yeah. Okay, no, what name?
And he came in. He bolted the door, because just in case you lock them in with you, and then they're fucked. He bolted the door, he sat on the table. on my table. I remember it is like, you know what, we're not going to try and get you down to the block. we know we're not going to get you down there. And he said, to be fair, you are on hold, so it's a bit of
what's
like,
right is right.
What's right is right. He was half like, he was being fair. He said like, you know what, it's above me. The governor wants you gone. That is the thing.
Yeah.
And he said, but it's not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what, but just know when this is up,
You're gone.
you're gone.
Yeah, but fair play though.
Fair play.
I'd have that.
Yeah, fair play. I didn't go on basic or nothing for that.
Yeah,
so it was like,
that's all right.
you know what? Fair play, man.
Yeah, that's all right. But they, you know, there was like,
Yeah, they
that's why I started laughing. I can imagine you say, all right, go on.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I would have lost.
No, but it's not that.
But
You would have lost, but the man, like, I said to you, that Oscar one thing, I get it.
Yeah.
The amount of energy they would have had to exude to get you to the thing or to lose, it's not worth it. The money they're getting paid, they can't bother all that shit.
getting me to
Really,
Sea
think about
Wing,
it,
getting me
mate.
from Sea Wing to the bus and on the bus, in that sweatbox, in these circuits, it's not happening.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you.
It's not happening.
But that's what I'm saying to
We're
you.
going to be here all day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They'll be like,
So, yeah,
leave it
but
alone,
obviously
you know what I mean?
when it came to the time and it was time to go, and he said, look, listen, to be fair, if you don't leave here, you are just going to be banged up 24 hours a day.
Wow.
You will not be getting out of here. You'll have your dinner brought to you in your cell, everything. So it's like you'll have no canteen. So you're basically, you're just fucked.
Yeah, makes sense. It's horrible.
And they just said, like, if you go now, like, you know what I mean, you'll
be alright.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on basic or anything like that.
Yeah.
So then I got shipped out. I got shipped to Wayland, and funny enough, so my second name actually ain't Banks.
So excuse me.
That's not my that's not my
So
real
sorry,
name.
brother. So what am I calling you that?
So the reason so Banks is because when I started my fitness, I don't want people googling my second name.
Okay, so then don't say it now even.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
cool.
it. But my second name ain't Banks.
Okay.
But my dad was also in Wayland prison. When I was young.
Okay.
So when I turned up, my name is a really distinctive name.
Yeah.
You don't hear it more than twice. Yeah. You know, like you got like the Smiths and stuff like that. You hear that loads. You don't hear this name.
Yeah.
So when I turned up, I remember the officers. They're looking at the paperwork, and he's looking at the other one. He's going, "That name's familiar, isn't it?" And he's looking at me, and he's like, "Are you Finney's son?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just nodded my head. So anyway, gone through a couple days later, the governor's come up to me, and said to me, "Hope you ain't gonna give us the same trouble your dad gave us." My dad escaped from Wayland.
Wow.
Years ago, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how you escape from your block when the vegetation.
My dad
you can see your blood.
Yeah, my dad escaped from there many years ago. And you know what? When I called my mum from Wayland, instantly, she's like, "Where are you? The number's different." It says Norfolk, and I said, "Yeah, I'm in Wayland, mum." She instantly started crying. She started crying, and I goes, "Mum, what's the matter with you?" She goes, "You know what? I used to take you to visit your dad there, and I just feel like, I just feel like I've done you wrong." She felt like it was her fault, and then obviously she just had the ump with my dad. Nah, it's your fault. It's your fault why he's in prison. Look at him. He's in the same place as you. And then when she come to visit me, I say, "Mum, stop." Because you're crying now and they're visiting that. God rest her soul again.
God rest her
you know
soul,
what, my mum, biggest fan. When I was away for the whole almost 4 years, she never missed one visit. Every single week she come to see me without fail. And even when I said to her, "Mum, I don't want no visits. Come and see me once a month." One visit represents a month gone. That's how I was thinking. I was like strategizing to break it down. She's like, nah.
No, what? I'm coming every week.
I'm coming, and you book them from the outside. You don't.
You can't.
You don't book people on visits. They book them, and then if they turn up,
you can either go out or not go out.
You can even not go out.
You're not gonna go out.
Of course, I'm not gonna go out and not see my mum. You know what I mean? So she, no matter where I went, I went Wandsworth to Wayland, to Ollensley Bay, to Ford, to Lewis, to Rochester, to Stamford Hill.
He's moving around, man.
Yeah, that was my journey through the prison system.
Wow.
And she came everywhere. And all these places like Thetford, Norfolk, Brighton, Rochester, you know what I mean? All these places, they're all around the place. Every single week. And she don't drive.
Yeah.
She don't drive.
Wow.
She didn't drive, should I say.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, she didn't
Francesca, isn't it?
Francesca, forever Francesca. Yeah.
That run you done for your mum was
forever Francesca, 100k.
That was beautiful, man.
100k.
Yeah,
man.
see, I watched the whole video in the steps, and Even to the end, man, it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, but I shed a tear at the end. I was super emotional, man.
Yeah,
super
it
emotional.
should be,
Oh,
man.
yeah, why not?
And I knew that no matter what, I was completing that run.
What made you even think about, like, alright, I'm gonna do this run?
So basically, let me talk a little bit about my mum. So I got released end of 2017. End of 2018, my mum got diagnosed with cancer in the esophagus.
Wow.
And she got diagnosed a week later. After she got diagnosed, it went malignant, which means it spread to her spine.
Give me the dates. How long after you came out?
A year.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
over a year.
Yeah,
And
okay.
you know, I was that day I was actually going rock climbing with a friend, bouldering, and I was on Tower Bridge, and I got a phone call, and my mum said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm just in my car," and she started crying. She said, "I got a tumour." Horrible thing, man. Horrible thing. You know what though? You know, like you're like, no, you'll be alright. You'll be alright, man. You'll be alright. You're good. You know, like I'm always like half glass full kind of person.
Yeah.
I said like, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. Don't worry about it, mum. It's probably just something else, you know. And then, like I said, a week later, it went malignant. Spread to her spine. She lost the use of her legs. And from that point on, she just deteriorated over the next 12 weeks, 11, 12 weeks, till she passed away.
So to the rest in peace, man.
March, yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Like it was horrible, and like I watched my mum die. I watched her die. Like I actually watched her take her last breath.
Sorry to hear that,
And
man.
yeah, thank you. And it's not nice, but you know what? I was there for her every single day. When you know the same way she was there for me the whole time.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if I was working. When I left work,
Yeah.
I went to my mum.
Yeah.
Even if I was just going there to give her a kiss on the head, say, "Mum, I love you."
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you know, like, you're my biggest fan, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you for everything, you know what I mean? That you've taught me, been there for me, shown me love,
Yeah.
what respect is, loyalty,
Yeah.
everything. You know, like I just have some
it's
real deep conversations with my mum, but there become a point when she kind of she give up because she knew, I didn't know, but she knew. She knew her fate. And, you know, like when I look back at it, like I know. Like, there was things, yeah, man, it's just, she knew her fate, but I didn't want to believe it. I was like, "Mum, you're gonna fight, fight." And she ended up in a, like, she went to a hospice, where they could give her the best care because she couldn't walk, but there was always people with her. We was always with her. So me, my brother, my sister, my dad, every night she had one of us stand with her. And
The Mary Curie.
Marie Curie,
Yeah,
Marie Curie Hospice in
Curie.
Hampstead. And it came to that point where I remember I said to the nurse, I said, like, "But, you know, she's getting bad. What's going on?" She said, "I don't think anyone should leave tonight. I don't think anyone should leave tonight." And then, yeah, she passed that night. Sad, man. Sad. So, you know what? Like, that there, seriously, fuck all the prison sentence and all that. See, that's got an end date. You know what I'm saying? Losing my Margie, someone like so special to me, no end date there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When she's gone, she's gone.
Yeah.
There's no coming back.
Yeah.
And that ruined me, man. That ruined me. For the first year, like, I was, just ruined me, man. Honestly, drinking a lot. In the beginning, I couldn't get out of bed. Couldn't even get out of bed.
Wow.
And yeah, I remember hearing this. You know, who David Goggins is.
Yeah.
I remember hearing it saying, he said, talking about turning pain to power. And that's why I use that phrase so much, because it's got such a meaning to me. Like, when I say it, I don't say it lightly. There is substance when I say it. When I say use your pain as power, that is what got me back out of bed, firing away, being the man that I know she wants me to be and who she thought I was.
100%. Who she made.
Who she knows you are.
That's it.
And she's inside you.
Yeah.
She ain't gone. She's part of you too, bro.
And yeah, man, it's like that was a hard time for me, brother. Gotta be honest, very, very hard time. didn't really want to talk to no one. And then there was just one day, something just switched in my head. I switched I just switched back on when I heard that Pain to Power. And I just started training like an absolute warrior. Absolute warrior. Because when I was training, I wasn't thinking about nothing else. And this is why I always say, exercise is a medicine. You know, it can cure a lot. So going back to the 100k run, during lockdown, a lot of their funds come from charity events, and they were struggling.
The charity, with the hospice for your mum.
The hospice, yeah. A lot of their funds come from charity events, and I've got to say that they was very, very good to my mum. Very, very good. There was nothing too much. Yeah. Anything she wanted, she could have. Yeah. You know, if she rung that bell 100 times, there was never a sour face.
Oh yeah.
There was never like, why are you ringing the bell so much? It was always like, how can we help you? How can we make you feel comfortable? And I'm forever in debt to them.
The name of them again?
Marie Curie.
Marie Curie.
Marie Curie. And the same for Mary Seacole in Whitton Hospital. They was very good to my mum as well. Okay. Forever in debt to them for that. And yeah, basically, I knew they was struggling. So I decided financially, I just thought I'd do my own charity run. Yeah. You know, and I just come up with like 4 weeks before 100k run.
Wow, that's a lot
for my mum.
It's well done, man.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
And I've done it. Man. But you know what? Again, going back, like the power of the mind is something else, man. I'm telling you, because when I was doing this 100k run, I was running with, along the way, a few people joined me for the run, and I got to 82k, and I was doing a recovery kilometre. So that's where you need to eat, refuel, to make sure you don't burn out. It's a long way to run. It's like a 13-hour run. So when we started running again, the people I was running with, they had only done a few miles with me. They was running up ahead. And I was like, man, I can't run faster. I'm hurt. And then I started saying, am I hurt? Am I actually hurt? Or is my mind telling me I should be hurt because I've just run 82 kilometres, but am I actually hurt? Yeah. Then I was like, you know what? Let me pick up the pace a little bit. Picked up the pace. Like, you know what? I'm not hurt. My mind's fucking with me here. I'm not hurt. Picked up the pace again. The two people I was running with down the canal, I just cut through the middle of them. Yeah. After, when we got to 100k at the end, they said, what happened there? What happened there? Yeah. I was like, I weren't hurt. I thought I was hurt. My mind was telling me I was hurt, but I wasn't hurt. And it's big and serious. And that's
no, I feel you. Just I wasn't hurt. I feel you. I feel you, bro.
I wasn't hurt. My mind was playing tricks on me. But it was hard, don't get me wrong, but I weren't as hurt as my mind was telling me I should be. Yeah. Like, you've just run 82 kilometres. You're hurt. Slow down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How many miles is that?
But just remember, that's 68 miles. Remember this. Excuses are there on time, every time, to convince you that you ain't good enough to do something.
That's a good one.
Yeah. They're always on time. They're never late. Yeah. Just when you expect them, they're there. You know what I mean? Your own voice, the negative chatter in your mind, telling you that, you know, like
that's enough. You're tired now.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
You have that little fight back. Like, wait, hold up a minute. I'm taking control here. I watched that 14 Peaks the other day, and he said
14 Peaks, what's that?
14 Peaks on Netflix.
Don't know what
it's about
it
that guy.
Yeah, it's like the mountains, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you ran 14 Peaks or something. Elaborate.
Remember Fred was talking about the 3 Peaks in England.
I was supposed to do the 3 Peaks.
I
was supposed to do the 3 Peaks. It fell through. Well, that's the right challenge for me, innit?
Yeah, that's decent.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah?
Yeah, but we've got other challenges for you.
Why?
Anyway. Don't worry.
The 3 Peaks is all right.
At the end, we're going to give him a challenge, innit?
We really gave him.
On camera, we're going to give him a challenge.
Say that word.
I want to sign now. I need a disclaimer.
So 14 Peaks, he climbs 14 of the highest mountains in the world in 7 months. It's never been done before. The only person that's ever done it in 14 years. Say he's broke the record, like, next level.
It's crazy. You could die on any one of them, right?
And he says, when you think that you're fucked, you're only 45% fucked. Okay. And it's true. It's true. It's just pushing through that little piece of doubt that normally stops people in their tracks. Definitely. That's that when that doubt kicks in, people normally say, I've had enough, and they throw in the towel. If you just push through that little bit of doubt for 10 minutes and you're like, you know what? I've got more. You hear that?
You hear that, people at home?
There is always more.
Give me that again. What is that? What is that?
When you feel like you're fucked, you're only 45% fucked.
When you feel like you're fucked, you're only 45% fucked. So get some.
Yeah,
keep going.
Some.
Push through.
Keep moving.
Push through.
Whatever you're going through, it's not the end, man.
You should do motivational speaking yourself, you know.
Yeah.
You've had a few one-liners. Yeah.
You don't know his own power, mate. Yeah. So.
But like, you know what? Forever Francesca, my mum. I mean, forever in debt to her as well. She done a lot for me. Growing up, as mothers do, but not all mothers. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Not all mothers do that, but I'm forever in debt for her. And yeah, this Wednesday actually, I'm gonna be burpee jumping the whole Emirates Stadium.
I saw it in
honour of her name because it's her birthday. So I always like to do something to kind of honour her.
Nice.
So
when you say burpee jumping the whole Emirates, you mean all the way around the circumference?
All the way around, yeah, circumference, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The outside,
wow.
burpee jump forward.
Your relationship is a beautiful thing because, you know what I'm saying, not like as much as everyone's got family, not everyone's got that relationship with their family. Do you know what I mean? So just having that closeness and always having those memories is such a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I knew that growing up as well, because being around at other people's houses and that, I could see they didn't have that same kind of bond and relationship with their mum.
So just having that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's worth a lifetime. Do you know what I'm saying? And being able to pass what you've got from her to your kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I always keep her fresh in my kids' minds. So I tell them stories.
She's
about Nanny.
Passed, but she's not gone at all.
They know who Nanny Fran is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember seeing the video with the sweets and the butter kiss popcorn.
Yeah.
And you're seeing how you look on that video and how that's the only time I've had the pleasure to see her and stuff. Yeah. Such a beautiful video. It's the video she posted this thing where she was spoiling him. He's like, this is my biggest fan. Yeah. And then you turn the camera, it's like shaking the popcorn. He's like, trying to make me fat. So heartwarming, you know, like really nice.
I used to go to her house and she would be like, sandwich? I'll be like, no. Coffee? No. Pizza? No. Go on, have a sandwich. My mum, all right. I'm good. Trying to feed me up. That's exactly what I was saying in the feed.
Yeah.
You're always trying to feed me up all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to get an 8-pack. You're trying to feed me up. Don't worry about that. You know, no one likes an 8-pack. She used to go to me, I don't like muscles. I say, but mum, you're a power lifter.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What do you mean you don't like muscles?
So your dad was a
bless her, man.
Yeah, my dad was a power lifter.
So yeah, we didn't get into that. Is that one of the reasons that you got into fitness?
Not really, because I hated the weightlifting growing up, because he used to make me put the weights on the bar for him, and you know I hated it. I just didn't understand it. And he always says to me now, he goes, look at you now. That's it. That's how he is. Look at you now. You're obsessed, innit? You're worse than that.
So, yeah. That's crazy.
He loves it. He loves it. But
nice.
he was a power lifter. I'm like more functional fitness.
Yeah.
But then, do you know what? This fitness has changed so much over the years. You know what I mean? So there's you have more. There was only certain things you could go into back then.
Of course.
You're not just functional fitness though. And like the functional fitness guy ain't as big as you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that is one thing that I've got on my side. I can lift heavy and I'm very functional, which is not
like the Rock, mate. I seen you know you're deadlifting, and I don't want to blow up your own horn or whatever. The shit you're deadlifting and stuff on the thing. I lift light weights. I train hard. I'm gonna come and train with you. I train very hard. You know what I mean?
And you're gonna do a couple runs with me, yeah?
Yeah, cool. Say nothing, innit? I can do that, innit? I'm not scared of no challenge. You know what I'm saying? I work up towards it. I can do it. I train hard, but I'm saying, like, I don't lift as heavy as you lift. I train very, very hard. A lot of people look at the way I train and be like, oh, mate, drop me out. And because it's over a long period of time. But I'm seeing the deadlifts and you're flying up. I was like, all right, that's enough now. You're doing 3 or 4 more reps. Like, the voice by the camera said, you're a bit more than functional fitness, mate.
Yeah, I like to do it all. I like to be good at most things. Like, I don't just want to be good at deadlift or be just good at running. I want to be able to hold my own
across
no
the board.
Matter what. So if a man says to me like, let's go for a run.
Yeah.
I'll give them a shock of their life.
Yeah,
You
because
know
if
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
me go for a run,
They think that I can't run.
Yeah.
It's happened many a times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? You done?
yeah.
Because fitness, I'm confident and
Yeah.
I'm very competitive when it comes to fitness. That is probably the one thing I'm well competitive with. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's go, mate.
Let's have it, yeah?
Let's go, mate.
All right, cool.
20 miles, let's do 30. You know what I mean?
fuck's
Start
sake.
raising the odds and
I
that.
don't like running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like running. Do you swim?
I can swim. I don't like swimming, but
Okay.
I can swim.
You sure how strong? Strong swimmer?
It's wicked. Like, I'm a really strong swimmer. I just don't like swimming. It's not
why?
my favourite. Just don't like it. Don't enjoy it.
Okay.
It's not really something you do after school. Like you do something, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Fitness-wise?
That's the thing. I can
for you to
swim.
take
I'm a
yourself-
wicked
no,
swimmer.
Yeah, you
It's
probably
just
swim when you're on holiday more than
You do
Yeah,
butterfly?
yeah.
go into the
Butterfly?
pure racing. All the whole lot, mate.
Did a whole lot?
The whole lot. Free diving.
Fucking hell. I'm scared. I don't like water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can swim a little bit. I'm not sure I can swim. I wouldn't dive off of the side of the bloody pool. I'd jump in.
Cannonball.
I ain't diving down, man. So I ain't got the confidence diving in. Once the water's too deep, I don't like deep water as well. Even the pool, I hyperventilate when the water's deep. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I can swim. I like kind of the feeling that swimming gives you. I like the stretch it gives you. The stretch it gives you from training. Doing the breaststroke across, that's the only stroke I could do as well. I'm not really great at the phone call. You know, you try to do this and then I always suck in the fucking water. It's horrible. And then once you suck in water when you're swimming, it's just it's a lot.
Do you know what? Talking about water, you know what I'm gonna recommend? Cold showers. Does anyone have cold showers here?
Do you know what? I tried.
I wanna have a cold bath.
You know Math Hof?
Yeah. Wim Hof.
Wim Hof.
Wim
Wim
Hof.
Hof. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wim
What's
Hof.
that?
Wim Hof. I was watching a few things of Wim Hof, and his story is amazing. As well.
He's a sick guy, man. He's super inspirational, man.
Yeah.
Who's this now?
Even if you don't take cold showers, you just go and listen to this guy.
Yeah,
Talk-
Who's
listen
this?
to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Wim Hof is some guy that
Wim
does
Hof.
like mad ice water baths and swimming and that.
Yeah.
But do you know what? These cold showers, I think they're really beneficial.
They are.
No, but and the cold bath benefit if you can get to the ice bath. I'm trying to get to the ice bath.
Do you know what it is? That it's a lot of work, but every day I have a cold shower. So I'll wash and then after that I 1 minute under ice
Doing
cold
well.
water.
Yeah.
Just bang.
See, I'm just trying to get. I ain't got a shower in my house anyway. But I'm trying to get to the ice bath. 'Cause I know how beneficial it is, and because I want to be the best possible human being I can. I train fucking hard. I'm doing the gym. I'm doing like martial arts at the moment. I should be going in an ice bath or recovering the best way I
But
possibly
like,
can.
start with the showers, man.
No, I just told you I ain't got a shower in my house, mate.
No, you don't have to have it in your house.
So am I gonna shower then? What the fuck?
You can there's places to find to get. You know what I'm saying?
I should go places to ice shower.
Yeah.
Bro,
There's actual places to do
it's
it.
definitely beneficial.
I'd have an ice bath.
I've only been doing it since the beginning of this year, but I feel the difference already.
What recovery, muscles, what?
Productivity, everything. You know, just having that cold shower wakes me up. I'm ready for the day, man.
Wakes up so much in your body as well.
So much, bro. I'm just ready. I feel revitalized. I'm raring. After that minute in the cold, I'm like, woof, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honestly, try it.
I'm about to try it. I'll try it.
Give it a
I'll
go.
do the bath though. Like I
Cold
said, I got the
showers.
bath. I got the bath. So I'm
Yeah.
going to ease myself into the ice bath. That's what I was trying to say. First I'll have a cold bath.
Yeah, that's next level. That's next level.
Yeah, that's what I want to go. I want to go straight into there. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to get in. What I do now is just get into a cold bath. I've done it once. So you get in for like 30 seconds. Then you get in for a minute. You get in for a bit longer. Even just the normal cold water is fucking cold as it is. But then I want to progress to the ice bath. I want to get there because I know how beneficial it is for my body. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Once you can do it, mate. I want them levels. That's the thing. The desire. I think my fitness journey is
Wim
my
Hof,
fitness,
yeah.
my Wim Hof is against myself. I have them things. Now I'm going to take that 45 push through thing definitely from you today when I'm training. And my biggest thing is myself. Cause I know I can do certain things. Certain times, when I get to that 45, I know I can do it. I'll do it afterwards. There's no desire for me. Like I'm testing myself. But with that ice thing, and with certain other things now getting older as well, got to stay in the lane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Watch Wim Hof as well, though.
Wim Hof.
Yeah,
Wim Hof, yeah.
Wim
wicked.
Hof.
Watch him because he the way he breaks it down. Sometimes, like, you know, that us that we're having a conversation, but sometimes, you know, that because he's like one of the main
Gurus,
guys
right,
that
knows about
promotes this thing. Yeah, I don't know if he's the first person to do it, but he's one of the main guys that promotes it.
So yeah.
He just his logic behind everything. Might you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he reminds me of like a mad Einstein.
Yeah, definitely.
Innit?
Definitely. He's just
Yeah, he's sick though.
deep,
He's sick.
deep
Look him
guy.
up.
Deep guy.
Look him up.
I keep be drinking energy drink this time of the day. You gonna sleep?
Bro, do you know what it is? I could drink a coffee before bed.
I can't. I stay awake all night, bro.
Yeah, I could drink a coffee before bed. I'll be alright. I'll sleep sound.
Yeah. Sometimes when you get energy, it helps you to sleep. You know, like you need
Yeah,
energy.
I'm good.
To sleep.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, mess with man. Mess with man. See, maybe it's other things in my body
I
that I
love
need to
Red
get out,
Bull,
man.
man. Love it.
So where was we now? We say dealing with the sentence. Where was we? Was we dealing with the sentence? Because see, I'm drawing stuff out that I know is there.
Yeah.
So I want to know how you.
So yeah, we started talking about my mum.
No, but if you want to keep talking about that, we can.
No. Let's
But
go
there's
back.
stuff
Let's go back.
I want to talk about how you managed to get through your sentence and talking about parenting from jail.
So, for me,
You said you had a little one when you was
there
right?
there was little things I used to do in jail, and this is how I used to kind of I used to take power back. I'd never let a screw shut my door, and
What's
a
a screw?
screw is a guard.
Okay.
I'd never let them.
I knew what that was. I was one of the people that I didn't
yeah.
know what screw is. Yeah.
So I would never let them close my door. I'd always close my own door, and that was just kind of giving myself the power of shutting myself in and not being shut in. Everything's psychological, yeah. Everything's connected. It all starts up here. So just by shutting myself in, that was my little power. And I had an end date. Once I had that end date, I'm going home. I've got a life on the outside. You know, I know I'm gonna make a good life. You know, I've got people that love me. There's an end game to this, and this is what I was talking about with my mum when I said fuck the sentence. There was no end game, end date to that. You know, once she's gone, she's gone. But with the sentence, parenting. So on the wing, I used to. My son to this day still doesn't know that I was in prison.
Yeah.
Still doesn't know I was in prison because he was so young.
Yeah.
When he's coming to the prison, he don't know what prison is.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because I went away when he was 1.5.
Okay.
So when he started getting to that age where he did know,
Yeah.
I stopped him coming.
Yeah.
I stopped him coming because I was getting towards a DCAT. And then I'd get out and see him. But what I'd do is I'd come on the phone and pretend I was working with the Avengers. I ain't joking. And I'd pretend I was Hulk.
Yeah.
So I'd say, yeah,
Come
Hulk
on.
smash.
Yeah.
It's like, Daddy, let me talk to Captain America. So then I'll be calling next geezers on the wing. I said,
Yeah.
oh, mate, pretend to be Captain America quickly. And they'd be like, Dad, you know what? It's only because I love you, you know. And then you got some proper bad man coming on the phone saying, hey, dude. You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Captain America voice and all that.
Come on.
And I used to get ratings because I remember one time we went on a family visit, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's basically where you're not just sitting on your chair and you can't move. They get all the play mats out and do face paintings.
Yeah.
And I got my face painted up.
It's Hulk.
And I went back to the wing with it on. I didn't wash it off. Everyone's like, you're a proper dad, you know. You're a proper dad. Everyone rated it. There's like, yeah, I done. You're a proper dad, you know. Obviously, other than I was in jail and other than that.
See that. You'd be surprised how much people went out and took their child to a fun fair and got their face painted. Because they see you.
It's not even that. It's the ones who'd want to do it as well.
No.
But didn't do it.
Do you know how many people?
Changed them, innit?
Do you know how many people was like, yeah, I'm not getting that done. Here I go now.
Yeah, you see,
I'm
that's
not getting
unprofessional,
that done.
mate.
Professional,
It's
yeah. I know.
unprofessional,
Let me just put this on silent quickly. There we go. Yeah, so that parenting from jail. It was hard when it got to the point where I weren't really seeing him, but I knew at that point I was working towards my DCAT, which is an open prison. So it's a decategorization where it's lower security and you get to go home once a month for the weekend.
Okay.
It's called a home leave. So you get to go home Friday, Saturday, and you come back Sunday morning.
Okay.
But you have to be well behaved. So when I got to Wayland, that's when I started to being there, I was like, this is long, man. Because they do a thing there called GOAD, and that's good order and discipline, where they can just take you on suspicion and place you down the block with no TV, no nothing.
Because you haven't got good order and discipline.
Because they believed you're not complying with the regime.
Okay.
Believe.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Believe. Not proven, just because they believe. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can do that.
They're just fucking with you.
They can do that. And yeah, once I was down there for a little while, I was down there for a month. And then once I come out of there, I was like, man, it's time to shape up now. I need to get my DCAT. Do you know what I mean? Just start being extra nice, extra quiet. Just kind of go to my cell.
Keep yourself to yourself.
Come out my cell to do the necessaries, go back to my cell. You know what I mean? No one here ain't worth really coming out myself for anyway. And when I got there, that's when my prison sentence started, because that is jail. That is proper jail. Wandsworth is not jail. Yeah, I mean, it is, because time is time, but Wayland is jail. When I got there, I thought, fuck, this is naughty, pure bang up. Pure bang up.
I'm sorry, I've heard that word.
Dirty.
This is naughty.
Yeah, naughty. And you know what it is? See, like in Wandsworth, the wings, they got big wings, so you got like 200 people on one wing. Yeah, so you're associating with loads of people. Wayland is spurs, and there's like 20 people on a spur, and you're locked on that spur. So if you come out and the other 19 people you don't get on with, or they're spice heads, which is a synthetic like weed that people smoke to beat the weed test in there, then it's just you're on there with a bunch of walking zombies, I call them, because when they smoke spice, their heads just go. They start. If you see what this spice thing does to people in jail, people pretending to be dogs and that, acting like dogs, actually barking.
Why? I don't understand why anyone would want to take something that would make them feel like that.
It never started that bad. I
It
can't
didn't.
even lie.
I've seen some videos online
Yeah.
like ages ago, because I don't really, about people who was taking it home and then videoing themselves what they did.
But
But then-
spice, it was like some joke weed at first. It was like some synthetic weed you could buy from Camden in some colourful packets. That's what spice initially was.
Yeah.
Even the man that was coming from jail and they was on decats and taking it back and that, they was coming to get that spice. But then over time, it turned into some next thing, bro. So it's like it got stronger and stronger and turned into an oil. And when it turned into the oil, it's
Bro,
like,
it was mad what I was seeing guys do.
yeah.
People doing mad stuff, bro. Mate, crazy. Running down the wing completely naked.
What?
Doing laps of the wing, running naked. Screaming.
They get none of
jumping
your
on the
section
bed.
now.
It's the spice. They know it's the spice that's doing it to them.
So
These
leave 'em.
people, do you know what? I would never mention no names, but I actually seen some respectable people do some mad stuff on spice. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing to yourself?
Yeah.
Like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Stop smoking that.
Yeah, exactly.
What, to beat a drug test? Fuck that. Just stop smoking.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's not even weed anymore.
You know what? Everyone's fighting their own battles, like what we was talking. You
Yeah.
don't know what people going through.
Yeah,
People
how they get
go
through.
to jail. They might lose someone close to them. Might lose their missus.
Yeah.
Their missus gets with somebody else. Their kids around the next man now.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing about it. They're banged up just 23 hours a day thinking about it,
Literally.
alone with their own thoughts. And you know what? When you,
That's a lot, man.
it's a lot, bro. Think
That's
about
a
it.
lot.
It's not even like you can move on and go and get a next new bird.
Yeah,
and
that's
just be
a
like,
lot,
live the vida
man.
loca. You know what I mean? You're just
That's
there,
a lot. That's a
gone.
lot.
And you probably feel like you love them even more while you're in
And
there.
imagine,
Yeah.
imagine on top of
It's
that, I
like-
can imagine certain baby mums could be like out of order. If they're out of order on top of that as well,
Bro, liberties. You see how much man I've seen smashing up the phone, like go bang, 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 fucking bitch, bro. You know what I mean?
And that's the only reason you probably see them smashing up
Bro.
the phone. You know what I mean?
yeah, they won't have their phone lift over, would they? Fucking hell, mate.
'Cause-
I'm
But
glad
you know
touch
what?
wood it's not
When
going
you
there.
spend that much time alone,
Yeah.
you learn a lot about yourself. You
100%.
learn who you are. Like I learned who I was when I was away properly, because I felt like some of the things that I used to do when I was on the road before jail are done because of, like, someone might say something and I might not like what they said, but I wouldn't necessarily have took it as far as
Reacting to it.
yeah, I wouldn't exactly have reacted to it, but because I was worried about what other people thought, it's like, I don't want to be seen as a mug, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta
Give it a
deal-
reaction.
Got to deal with the
Or
situation.
the designated reaction.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like straight away,
Yeah.
like bang, and then you start doing things, and then, like you see now when I've come home, I couldn't give a shit. I couldn't give a shit. You know, like someone's looking at me in the street, like staring me down. Years ago, I'd be like, what you fucking looking at? Do you know all of that, mate? What are you looking at? Do we know each other or something? Nah.
Can't-
Mate, I look at you once,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
I
look in
don't
front,
know
look
you.
away.
Yeah.
I look away. That doesn't mean that you're a mug. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
means you're grown.
100%.
You're
Yeah, it's
grown
maturity.
up.
It's maturity.
It's
It's your
maturity.
journey and
it's-
the maturity.
And it's also as well, you know, your company. If you're around people that kind of like this, I mean, the new age, the new youth, they've gone crazy, man.
Yeah, but you got to say like what you just said though, because like even myself, when I was a youth, I did certain things. condone the stuff, but just to almost to make a name for yourself, to prove it, to show your beans. But at this age now, like, I know what I could do. I know the same brother that's looking at me, I could probably wrap you up, fold you up like a piece of paper.
100%.
But I don't need to, like the same as you.
Yeah.
So you look at me
Nothing
funny.
to prove.
I'll allow you. But the youth, they've either got something to prove, or it's hard for them. It's a lot harder for them. So I feel for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I get it. It's a lot what they're doing, but I feel for them too.
And you know what it is? These kids as well, they're running around stabbing each other, and I've seen a good few of them in jail coming back with like 22-year recs. And when I say a 22-year rec, that's a recommendation. That means you have to serve 22 years before you are even eligible for release, and you never get your first parole. So you're doing about 23 and a half, 4 years before you're ever seeing road again. Honestly, like, I'm seeing 19-year-olds coming back with more years than they've been alive. Imagine that. See, when you're 19, you've just been hit with a 22.
It's a lot,
and you're
man.
thinking, mate, you think, well, I've been alive 19 years. Wow. Do you get what I mean?
That's like the rest of your life in your head at that moment.
Nah, you're finished. You're finished. You might as well put you under. You might as well put me under the jail. Because you're definitely going to be institutionalized. There's no way you're not going to be institutionalized at that age and for that amount of time. And when you come out, what you're going to do? You'll be playing that game of just like getting back, landing, and coming. It's just long. It's so. It's sad.
It is very sad, and all this on the road. My boy this, my boy that. Then your boys have forgotten about you. Yeah. You know what I mean? The postal orders stop coming. Yeah. No one's sending you trainers no more. Your mum can't really afford to send you certain stuff. You know what I mean? And then you start realizing, like, fucking, oh man, like, I fucked my life up. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've seen it over and over and over and over again.
So what you're saying right now is think before you move. Know yourself. That's what we're saying,
before
innit?
you move. Just remember,
know
that
yourself,
there is
man.
a flip side to the coin. In anything you are doing criminal, even like if you're on the road and you're trapping, it's a trap. It's definitely a trap. The world is big. The world is your oyster. You're
not trapping, you're trapped.
And be anything you want to be. Remember, one side is the rainbow. You got the cars, the clothes, the holidays. The other side is prison, losing family members while you're away, lose your missus, your freedom, your liberty,
your mind,
your dignity. The whole lot is gone. There's a flip side to that coin. So you always got to be mindful of that. And I don't think a lot of these youths these days quite understand that, because there's no one there to say to them, like, bro, hold up a minute.
That's why, bro.
What you're doing,
that's why. You
could be doing so much more.
The ramification, the shit that's going to happen, like all the things you just listed, they're not aware of that. And it's just like, we talk about no days off the other day. He was talking about this as well. If you've got, and you've spoken about this, it's what turns you around. If you've got kids, like whatever you're going out to get, that's not helping your kids. 100%. Go and get a job. Why are you stealing, robbing, doing this thing? Things that have got these things attached to them, prison sentences, death sentences. You're taking someone else out the game. Why? For what? For status? Because you want this person to think this about you or that about you?
Right, and it's always over nothing as well.
But they don't know what life's about. Nothing, but it's like life.
I always say, because people, like, there's a certain demographic of people that went through it for people to see it, if you get what I'm saying. Like, we've seen the outcomes. You know, like before us, we probably didn't see as much outcomes. You get what I'm saying? Like, when we was, you heard.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, you've seen how much people died. You see how much people have gone to jail. You see how much, and it was never so, like, in our face than in the last 20, 30 years. Do you get what I'm saying?
What I will say is the prison sentences have got a lot harsher.
They got harsher because they're becoming worse. And then, you know, even the things that because they kind of, on the other hand of it, it's like an agenda, innit? Because you know, like on the radio, you're hearing some of the tunes that in our days you could never get this tune on radio, especially daytime radio. But and you hear some of these youths with their drill music and that, and it's like, right, they're actually making them successful off of it. If you know what I'm saying, like, you couldn't really get successful off of talking too much grease back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, where now you can actually be very successful
off of grease. I think whatever bird you get for taking someone's life, if it's out this malicious shit, you deserve. I don't give a shit.
You know, if you shoot someone,
don't do it.
Kill them. You know, if you shoot someone and kill them, do you know what bird you get automatically?
No.
Go on.
31 years.
Okay, so if you stab them, then what?
21.
It's good.
21 and then 31 years. So this is what I'm trying to say.
Good firearms.
I never knew that until he said that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so the kids, do they know that?
These are big sentences.
Massive sentences.
31 years. You see, like, all this, my man's from that block and this block and my up block and bang, bang, all this. Yeah, it's no good. 31 years, mate. Your life's done. If you're 20, you're coming out when you're 51.
Wow.
The amount of things that I've done in the past 5 years, let alone 31 years.
See what? It's a wasted life.
It's just gone
It's a
down the toilet.
wasted
It's
life,
terrible.
man.
It's sad.
It is
It's
very
just
sad.
really sad. And what can we do? What can anyone do about it? Apart from what we're doing, trying to give some good advice and stuff. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, Arsenal's doing this thing now. What's it called? Forget the red or something?
Yeah, yeah.
No
I don't know
red.
what's that.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
against blood, against knife
They
crime.
got white shirts.
Yeah, white shirts.
Yeah.
They're doing that for a little while, isn't it?
Yeah,
For the knife crime thing,
I've worked at a few
which I
knife
think
campaigns
is
as
quite
well.
it's quite good.
Yeah.
It's good what they're doing.
It's just getting down to the nitty gritty because like even when I'm working with some of these knife campaigns, I'm like, it's some of the things, the initiatives that they're trying to bring forward. They're gonna be the people that's attending them. These are not they're not the problem. If you understand what I'm saying, and that's what's sad about sometimes that it's getting in touch with the youths that are not going to attend a conversation. Because those are the ones that we need to get in touch with. You know, like I've sat down with people and been like, we need to, like, people are scared to do. I've done things, outreach, and done things for these kids and to try and help them change their mind. But I have to do it off my own back. Because if I'm doing it my way, I have to do it off my own back.
Bro, because otherwise they're going to be seen as grasses, and then that's also got implications.
Do you understand?
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
a kid can't just come in and it's like, my man's gone soft,
Yeah,
and
you understand?
my man's a grass, and my
Listen,
man's chatting this, and my man's chatting that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
Exactly.
like catch-22. So what you just said is spot on. You got to do it off your own back.
Off your own back.
And if everyone kind of had that same approach, where you
Yeah.
say, you know, the little ones that you do know, say, mate,
Yeah.
fix up.
We do that, but I think on top of that, what should be done, somehow it should be done if it could be done. The same ones that get 22 years, like when they get birded, let everyone know you got 22 years. 3 years from now, remember my man's in jail. Send a picture of them in jail. How deteriorated they are. Next 2 years, another picture of them in jail. Look, this is the same person. Look, he's not enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And revisit these people that's got that bird that you when they went down, like. I don't want to mention no names because I remember it was on camera because I could say some people from back in the day. And when they went down, it was like, oh, my man did this and he's a bad boy. They was remembered for the violence that they done or how aggressive they was, but no one's showing the ramification, like you said, 5 years, 6 years, 20. You're watching people kill themselves. This person, they might even kill themselves by something. So showing
Mate,
what
it's
happens
long.
with them, the story, continuing the story, that's another way,
And if
man.
you
I
give
think that's
out
another way of doing it.
People's opinion too much as well. The same people that would be like, oh, you shouldn't have let him do this. When you actually do something, they'll be like, you're so dumb. Why did he do it? Do you know what I'm saying? That's what actually people are like. They'll call you stupid for...
You know what? You don't lead by advice. You lead by example.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is the truth.
And that's what you're doing.
It's
in an
for
amazing
us
way, bro.
to kind of set the tone for them and let them know that, mate, you can do anything. I never thought, hands on my heart, yeah,
And he'd be sitting there doing the robot stuff.
I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
My mates can't believe it sometimes. They still say to me, like, I can't believe it. Sometimes I can't believe
And
it.
earning a good wage from it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't believe it that I'm like, well different to how I was
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's
called evolution, my man.
Bro, I got less money, but I'm more happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go Hakkasan 4 times a week, I can go once a month. It's all good. That's all I need. Make it an occasion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the extra-
I still got nice things.
I don't even know what Hakkasan is. Where's Hakkasan and what's Hakkasan?
Hakkasan's
a
Mayfair
restaurant.
or Hamway Place, yeah.
What is it?
It's a restaurant, expensive restaurant.
Yeah, it's
And the
like
food's nice,
lovely.
How
Love it
nice?
down there. Very nice.
but
But there
very
are
expensive.
restaurants on
Very
other street that
expensive.
you can go to that have things on levels. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
No, but I
it's
want
nice,
to.
but
Let me tell you
there's
Hakkasan
some-
shit.
we got in our area because we come up in Islington. Hey, we got.
We're gonna treat you to Hakkasan. You've got to
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
that.
All right. I'll tell you.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that.
What I'll say on top of it is that, like, again, when you're making a certain amount of money, you don't even have no time to spend it. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're always busy. You know, like when
What are
you're
you talking about in the negative money, the
certain,
positive
like,
money?
it doesn't even matter. Even in the positive way, like if you got depending on what your job is, you know, like some guys at the top of the banking system, whatever it is, like the more when you got that, when you're making the kind of money, you ain't got no time to spend it. Yeah, it kind of like it's like a catch-22 because you either understand how to balance your life, yeah, or you're either just chasing, and this goes with whether you're doing that side or that side. It's part of the balance of your life. You know, like when you get a good balance on your life, you realize that, okay, this is how much I need to live. This is how much I want to spend with my kids, though.
Yeah.
I want this time for my kids. Because there's times where I've got the money to give them, but I missed out
It's
on
not
time.
good. Yeah, it's not on that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the time to give them. So even that, I've had to make sure that
You're
I say
trading
no
time
to
for
certain
money,
things.
yeah. Of course, you're just working all these hours, money, but your kids need your time.
And you and then that's
100%.
what they'll call you for, and you'll be angry that they're calling you for money when all you
can't get back. Yeah, you can't get time back.
That's what you're
That's one thing
kind
you
of.
can't get back is time. You can't get money back.
That's what you do.
But
innit?
bro, check this. One of my clients, yeah, is on. Do you know what? If if you realise what kind of money you can get legitly,
Yes, and that's what people don't understand.
this is what people do not understand. The sort of money you can make legally is crazy. See, some of my clients, when they talk about, like, and I see the stuff that they're doing and the money that they're making annually as a base wage, and then their bonuses, I'm like, mate,
Serious.
this is our dream money.
But you put yourself in a position, put yourself in a position.
200 grand bonuses a year and that.
Yeah, serious.
That's just bonus.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Serious. And once you, like, say, when you do, you rub shoulders with different people. And once you rub your shoulders with people in these different worlds, from your seeing that, just understanding that, you start gravitating more towards those. Not saying
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got to educate yourself as well.
You have
Education is freedom.
You have to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Educate yourself rather than watching them Netflix series. You know, obviously some of them are good, but
Like topics.
yeah, but that, mate, you can take a lot from that. You can take a lot from it.
Series, or is it one?
It's a one thing, one movie thing.
It's
Yeah,
a movie. It's not series. Yeah.
yeah.
Thought so.
You can take a lot from that though. It's brilliant, man. What an inspiration, the guy. So yeah, like, I mean, jail for me, jail's not necessarily the hardest thing, but if you've got any sort of life on the outside, then you don't want to be missing out on it.
No, jail's not good for anything.
Yeah,
you
it's not
don't
good, yeah.
need to go to jail for 1 second
Yeah,
at all.
that's what I mean. I mean, even if I sent you to Dubai for a year with everything, there'll be a point when you're homesick. And
Yeah.
you'll be like, I want to come home. So imagine now being in jail for 4 years with nothing. Bruv, you was homesick long time.
Yeah, the first day when the door locked.
I remember I got to that 2-year
When the door
mark
locked.
and I was like, I've had enough now, man. I want to go home. I remember I was like, 2 years. 2 years. Need to go home now. You know what I mean?
You couldn't leave.
Can't leave. Gotta wait it out, innit?
So I'm thinking, how can I chat to them? Let me chat to them. Let's see.
Let me talk.
But yeah,
about-
man. I mean, I done my tour, got my DCAT, got released end of 2017. End of 2017, come out. And you know what? It's mad. My intentions, I had great intentions to come out and
As it is always, whenever
go completely
you're balls to the
straight.
wall. Yeah.
And then you come out and everything's fast again. You're back into that fast life. You want to play catch up. You want to do
Mindset.
this, you want to do that. And then you start to lose sight of where you've just spent 4 years. And then it's quite easy to fall back into the same habits as before you went away. So I remember a few months after I was released, I was just coming out of my parking space in my car. As I pulled out, there was a car, I let it by. As it went by, the car behind it pulled in front of me, and the car that I had let past reversed up, blocked me in. Officers got out, 6 officers come up to my window. You alright, Mr. Dino? I'm like, yeah, I'm alright. You good? Like, yeah, what you up to? I was like, oh, nothing. Just going to the gym. Oh yeah, you behaving yourself? Yeah, I'm behaving myself. See, like at this point I'm shaking because I'm like, mate, if they get me out the car, I'm fucked.
Your own movements then.
I'm fucked right
Yeah,
now.
you
If they get me
nah.
out of the car,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Problem.
So I'm just waiting. But right now I'm thinking I'm going back to jail. And I was like, all right, just checking that you're doing all right. Let me go. Bro, when I drove off, they didn't even get me out the car. When I drove off, I was shaking.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
yeah,
I
the
was
touch,
shaking.
the touch,
I was
mate.
like, I thought I was going back to jail. I've
Yeah,
only
the
been out
touch.
a couple months, and it was that point when I really said, boom, done. Done.
You know your lesson from there.
That
you knew.
was it. That shook me up.
Yeah.
That shook me up, and then from there, I got into the fitness and started doing what I'm doing now, and that's coaching.
She's big things.
Yeah,
Big things.
and
Talk about the journey into robots. Row. I can't say that. Row. You
into
boat gently
robots.
down the street.
row your boat.
I was going.
So you know what? Robots is not the bulk of what I do. I work
Okay,
at robots.
see, yeah, so I don't know.
First
Elaborate.
of all, Body Banks Fitness. That's my own company.
Body Banks Fitness.
Body Banks Fitness.
Check out Body Banks Fitness,
Body
people.
Banks Fitness. That's me. Where I do one-to-one clients. Also, I run my Gold Diggers boot camp.
Yeah.
And I work at robots also.
Okay.
So I do work down there,
Yeah,
teach
bit,
classes.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, I'm
Personal trainer.
I'm a coach.
Paddy Banks.
Yeah. Body Banks Fitness.
Body Banks Fitness.
Body Banks Fitness.
What do you specialise in? Or is it just a full range?
Full range. Full
Okay.
range. Full range. You know what? When you coach people, you become their friends.
Bruv, listen, I've done it.
You spend a lot of time with these people. You know, I'm going to someone's wedding in June
Yeah.
in Italy.
Oh, mate.
You know what I mean? You become.
Don't look Lake Como.
You become. I don't even know where. It
I
is.
was invited to Lake Como to a wedding. Before I didn't get to go. But
Is it still
if it's-
work when you go?
If it's there.
Hey.
Is it still work?
No, of course not.
You know, like sometimes depending on the person, they might want you to train them before they. You know, like,
No. They invite me
their
to all their
wedding day.
functions and all of that. So
You know why though, right?
Why?
Because of the nature of what it's called, which is what I learned before. When you do it, it's the reason it's called personal training. There's a personal aspect to it, and that personal aspect to it is you have to. The best personal training is when you build a relationship with your client,
For sure.
and you understand them, what makes them. That's why it's called personal training. I believe
It doesn't matter how much of a good trainer you are.
Yeah.
If you've got no personality,
He's not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's like a relationship. It's like a
100%.
it's like a relationship.
In between sets, they
You
want to
gotta
talk to
motivate
you. You're talking to them.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
know shit about you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
shit about them.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? You
I
have
know.
this is a chat.
But
You know what I mean?
It's like Damon.
And it's that.
It's
Yeah.
like Damon, exactly
You know
like
what I
that.
mean? Like,
It isn't. It isn't. Because I would say, sorry, it is. But then, like, I'm sure you had it. Sometimes people want to like. They want to have sex with you, or whatever, just to put it right to the cut. Yeah. But you know, like for a man and a woman, like you see someone, you shot something, you end up in the friend zone. Some people come in with that thing, but then you train them so well, they end up just being in the friend zone as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the barbers, but not in that respect. I don't think that happens in the barbers.
like,
And plus, a
the
lot of
barbers,
clients you
it's
see
the
3-4
closeness.
times a week
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. So
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like the way you start having those conversations. Like,
Yes,
you don't
yeah.
have
The
a conversation
personal
with- you don't
stuff.
have a
Right?
conversation with someone until that moment where it's like, even a barber, at first you just come into the barber's like this. You know what I mean? If you go back to your first date at that barber's, even if he was like however old you was, you know,
Yeah.
you come in there quickly just praying what's going on and who's who.
seeing who's ran.
Yeah, seeing who's ran.
Do you remember downstairs DNOs?
Oh,
that was
that
a
was-
death trap.
that was
Oh
like-
my
yeah,
god!
yeah,
I hated
yeah.
that. When I used to go in there, I was like, "This looks stern."
Yeah.
Looking around, mate.
And it was
Yeah, get out of
Ben
there.
talk like DNLs, people coming to DNLs them times as well.
Yeah,
Like,
bruh.
And we're downstairs now.
You know,
telling
like
you.
I reckon, like you said, my barber knows more shit about me than most fucking people.
you
Like,
understand
yeah,
that?
like Bo, you know, like D, big up Damon.
Big up
But like,
Damon.
yeah,
It's a personal.
the conversations, yeah, you
And
start
I'm
having a
not- I don't-
conversation.
Them don't even cut my hair, but that's still my guy.
Yeah.
you
No,
know
but
what I
I'm
mean?
just saying the personal side of the barbering, what you said.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Is
even
it-
because he used to cut my hair.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm still our relationship. I'm still good
Yeah,
friends with Damon.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I
them
don't
barbershop
go-
chats there,
Yeah.
It's
it,
therapeutic,
go-
isn't
yeah,
it?
it goes down in the barbershop.
It's
There.
therapeutic,
There's always some
therapeutic.
mad kind of topic going on in there.
Therapeutic, man.
Yeah, but going back to what I said, that's when that's kind of when I went on the real
journey.
straight and narrow.
Yeah.
and I've made it work, to be fair. So
Which was a good turn.
yeah, man,
It was a good turn for you. It's the only
it's
turn
good to me.
Big up.
You know what I mean? I'm good to my people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on my Instagram. I like to motivate people. Like I said, when people say, I watched one of your videos and it gassed me. I weren't gonna go gym, but I see you on your second session. I was like, I'm going gym. I like that stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
even
there
me.
to motivate people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That shit there's free. You know what I mean? I'm doing these videos for nothing.
No, but the way you do it, yeah. Trust me, you're good at it.
Mm.
You know, like you said when we watched the person, like who did you mention earlier?
Wilfred,
No,
Wilfred,
I-
the
no.
cold shower guy.
David
I would
Goggins.
say, yes.
Yeah.
He's very good at. You know what I'm
David
saying?
Goggins is the man. He's sadistic though.
ET is
Right.
good as well.
He goes mad. Yeah.
Eric Thomas is really good.
Yeah.
Who?
Eric Thomas.
At time. But sometimes he shouts too much though,
Yeah,
bro.
he
I'm
does,
like,
but-
bro, stop
Yeah.
shouting.
Who's
Stop
that?
shouting.
Eric Thomas.
Yeah.
Who's that?
But it depends on what level of motivation you
Yeah,
need.
you
You know
need
when you're
Yeah,
low
I'm
like that,
trying
you
to
need that
figure
Eric
it
Thomas like get the fuck. You know
Yeah.
that?
Who's this guy?
Eric Thomas
Eric
that
Thomas
he's
is just
talking
some
about.
motivational speakers. There's
But what
loads
you
of
look
them, man. Black guy.
With a cap.
Yeah, the cap.
That's what. Okay.
Yeah. And there's loads of Gary V's even to me like a motivational.
Who's
speaker.
Gary Vee now?
And-
Yeah,
and
I
his
can't stand
business.
his voice though. But you know what?
Yeah,
David
yeah.
Goggins, it's funny. I was only watching one of his new videos earlier and he was like, I was in the gym and this coach came in with his NBA basketball player and he said, right, today we're going to do 20 reps instead of 10 reps. Yeah. So I'm just mimicking his voice.
Yeah,
here,
do your thing.
20 reps instead of 10 reps. And then he started acting like a bitch. Yeah. And he said, I'm tired of people that are just willing to do the bare minimum. And if he knew how much of a bitch he looked like, he'd give me motivation to do more reps. He's just sadistic, the geezer. Like, he just, mate, he don't stop.
But
he's
it's
just
cold with it. You have
bruv,
to be like
he's
that.
like some sergeant major, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine living with him for a month.
Bruv.
Just get on with
man.
it. Nah, but it'd be good. Just fucking go on with it. No nonsense, no frills. Just do what you're doing. I won't be able to do it. But let's go. So what you got in store for me then, mate?
What, challenge-wise?
Yeah.
Ooh, so many.
Keep it reasonable. Keep it feasible. Because I would like to, like, if we could marry the two, raise some money as well. You know what I'm saying? If we could marry the two, if it's just me doing the challenge, I could do the challenge. But if we could raise some money as well, that would be good too. You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna do 5K.
5K, thank you. Yeah, that's cool.
5K.
5K is good. What, where?
5K.
Every day.
Every
day?
4 hours for 48 hours.
For 2 days.
Every 4 hours.
So how many 5Ks is that?
How many?
That's 10, right?
Yeah.
10, so 50K.
50K.
How many
48
miles
hours.
is that?
That's 50K is what? 20? About 31 is it or something?
20.
I don't know. I'm
You want
not
me to
good
run
with, yeah, look at
31?
us.
You want me to run
We're not
31
good
miles?
at, yeah, but you got
31
this.
miles.
You got this, man.
Alright.
You're alright with this.
Alright.
So 5K
Yeah.
every 4 hours
Yeah.
for 48 hours.
But so then how would we, but then what?
So when you go to sleep, you set your alarm. You wake up,
Yeah.
you run.
Yeah.
You come back, you sleep. You wake up, you run. It don't matter where you are. You
Yeah.
got to do that 5K, no matter.
And so
No
what's,
matter
Okay,
what's
and
kind
then-
of distance? Give me like from here to what's 5K? Like,
5K is probably from here to Packerton.
okay, enough.
Fucking hell, bruv. I ain't sworn all day. You want me to run from here to Packerton?
Yeah.
And not back, but just there.
Yeah, 10 times in 2 days. So is it 12 times? So no, wait. So I've got it wrong then. It- Is that 12 times, yeah?
It's too much.
All right, so we want 5K every 5 hours for 48 hours. That would be 10, yeah? Yeah, round about that. That's what we need to do. Now, you know what? We're going to keep it 5K every 4 hours, 48 hours. Let's just do that, innit?
Yeah.
Keep it simple, innit?
You see? Mr.
When do I have to do it?
Sign the contract,
When do I have
big
to do it?
boy.
When do I have to do it? When do I have to do it though?
February.
February's next month, bro.
Yeah, you can.
By the end of February.
The end of February. What's that?
By
Beginning of
the end
March.
of
What?
February.
March what?
No March, by the end of February.
Yeah.
What's the date today?
The 10th of January.
Can we do it one day?
2 days.
2 days?
So you want to do 10K every
No,
4 hours?
let's do. Can we, all right,
So you
look.
want to do 10K every 4 hours
Alright,
for
look,
24 hours?
Look his hands there. What are you saying?
Look, yeah, right, what are you saying, man? You're saying too much. Let me talk. You're not running the
challenge.
10K or the 5K. So let me before I shake my hand.
Your challenge
My word is bond.
Bro, the hand's there.
I know. Come. So can I have
Shake
it?
that-
Can I have
shake
it?
the
Can I
hand, bro.
have it? 10th of March, or after the 7th of March? What's the dates?
What did he say about excuses? Give me that quote about excuses.
Bro,
again.
excuses are there on time every time.
Every time.
They're never late.
Never late.
Bosh, coming in. February, yeah?
Yeah, first of March.
No, February.
All right, February.
February, boom.
Alright,
You see
alright,
that,
cool.
peeps? It's on camera. We've sealed the deal now. Bosh. Anyone else care to do it with him?
Maybe next year. I'm like a PE teacher. I got a PE teacher build. You know?
Man, you full of shit.
PE teacher, bro.
I'm dead.
That's a serious one. I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've done that one before,
How
yeah.
hard is it?
It's more of a mental fuck, to be honest. Just getting out of bed, running a 5K, coming back, getting back in bed.
Yeah.
Getting up again, it just feels non-stop
4
for
hours
48
later.
hours, yeah. Like I said, I would actually rather run 50K in one go than do that one.
Wow.
Because just keep getting up and down.
And
I'd
where's
rather just get it
50K?
done.
That's the where would we end up 50K if we went from here? Straight.
50K would be,
Brighton.
that would be like Upper Barnet. It'd be like from Essex Road to Upper Barnet, back, Upper Barnet, back, Upper Barnet.
What's Upper Barnet? Like
Upper
Upper Barnet, like part 3 and Barnet, Upper Barnet.
Yeah, Yeah, like,
You know,
like
I'm mad,
New
man.
Barnage Village.
I'll do the 5. I'll do the 5. I'll do the 5. I'll do the 5.
That's a journey. It's more,
I'll do the
dual
5.
carriageway.
Yeah,
I need to get some running shoes.
yeah. Hocker, Clifton Sevens.
Hocker Clifton 7. Please
Yeah,
just
they're
text
the
me what I
best.
need to get. Hocker
Yeah.
Clifton. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. So it's on, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Come on.
Those sound like the kind of trainers in school where they got this.
This for
When
yeah.
you're
They're
professional.
kind of looking like that, but bruv, if you told them the price, just leave the price
That's
tag on there. And
yeah,
shit like,
yeah, you know the ones there.
How much are they?
What's that? 110s there, yeah.
110s there,
What?
okay.
Yeah, 170 here, boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll get
But
them.
they're comfortable.
Yeah.
You need them for big runs.
Yeah, no, I already know.
Yeah, that's
I've
what I
already-
use for my 100k.
I'm trying to look. I was looking into start running anyway. I guess I'm gonna have to run like the wind, man. Run, Forest, run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. I'm up for it. We're trying a way to monetize it as well if we can. If we can't crack our head
Yeah,
before
why
now
not?
and then.
Why not?
Let's see if I'm serious. We're trying to find. But if we don't, I'll just do it anyway to further publicity, and then maybe we can monetize it the next time. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
Bro, I think we've kind of covered everything.
Yeah.
I think we have.
Good. Voice by the
think so.
camera.
Yeah, for part 1, we got to get him back.
For part 1, we get part 2. If I'm doing the freaking, and I nearly fucking, if I'm doing the fucking challenge, are you gonna come back for a part 2, innit?
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm going to
you
talk about
did.
the challenge and everything, yeah. You're going to film it and then talk about it and then whatever else, but yeah.
So, alright, do you know what? I'm going to do a deal with you here, yeah? You can either do that challenge or just run 50k straight.
I can't run 50k straight. I know.
The offer was there, innit?
Yeah, no, I
The offer was there.
know that I will give up like on the 50k straight. Don't make sense me doing because there's no way I wouldn't run from Angel to Barnet in the first place. Like, but I know I will try to do the 5k, then get a rest. Cause I know I've only got 5k to do. I've never run 5k in my life.
Yeah. And it
Like,
can be at any
consistently.
pace. It doesn't have to be fast as long as you're running,
Okay, but not walking.
not walking, no.
All right, cool. That's fair enough. No, I'll do it.
You know what? Do your best. Your best is good
Yeah,
enough.
I'll do it. Watch, I'll do it. Who's gonna film? You're gonna film it. Who's gonna film it?
Yeah, but I'll
You come on the camera. So I get a GoPro. What's happening?
Mate, I've got a GoPro I can give you as well. I'll
Yeah.
come on the bike. Just
Yeah.
ride alongside you. Just
All right,
give you a little boost.
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Cool.
Bet.
In the
Done.
daytime.
I'm serious. No, I'm serious. 100%. Yeah, no,
I'm dead serious. I'm
serious,
all
yeah,
about
no,
this
fuck
life.
her,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
no,
all about
yeah.
this.
All right, I'm on it. No, I'm serious about it. Anything you want to tell? I mean, I've gotten. Let's recap. Like, you lived a full life. I understand where you've come from. We've got a message to people out there. You can do anything. You can change your life. You can reverse it. The best person you can know in this world is yourself. Invest in your family, your life. People that invest in you, invest back in them. Appreciate your loved ones that are around you. Integrity and honesty and straightforwardness is the way forward. These are all the things and certain lessons that I've got from this wonderful person across the table from me, Dan Banks, the voice behind the camera, and the wizard. And this young lady as well. I don't know you, but you're cool. I'll get to know you soon. But yeah, no, but predominantly from this interview, that's what I've got from you. So is there anything else you want to you want to cover or say? But like, yeah.
Bro, I think that is it. And I'll just end by saying, remember, anyone that is out there up to no good, trapping, it is a trap. I've said it once, I'll say it again. There is a flip side to the coin. You can be anything. Don't fold under peer pressure. Do you, be you. That is it.
Definitely like that. That's live talks. Harold Fawole, Danny Banks, voice behind the camera, and the wizard. Yeah, nice.